Good afternoon, everybody. It's Schmuel Buckman, and I'm here for a pop up because I have time today, and we wanted to give it a chance and see what we could come up with. Our friend Eckel Pineapple, the Bromelain, is in the background. He'll be on with us in just a sec, and today we've got the fruit, not the pineapple, which is very cool. I'm very excited about that. And no plan really, other than we're just going to talk about the events of the weekend and go from there. So let me bring on the guy who it's nighttime and dark out in his neighborhood. And welcome, Senor Pineapple.
Hello, Buckman. I had to Google that name Bromelain because I was like, I assume that's some sort of reference, but I don't get it. So very good.
Yes, I am. What do you call it? I've had that for I've had it for forever. I'm like, oh, what is a
Mm.
pineapple called? Hold on. But I thought it was bromelain, and which is why I had it wrong. But it's bromelain. We'll put on
All
on
good.
my hat for the moment, so my head doesn't scare anyone. But I
As
will take.
instructed by Mersh, right?
I was going to say yes, but I will
Mm.
take it off during the Mersh segment just to annoy the shit out of him a little bit. And oh my god, I just watched it. And is this what they say when they're like somebody's in their feels?
Oh
Because it
God,
sure sounds like I'm making this guy feel something, you know?
I would never be as cringe to say that about anyone. I promise you, Buckman. But no, I think Mersh is just having a little bit of a victory lap, and that includes wiping the floor with you. I think that's what he's planning to do anyway.
Well, look, if it's an attempt to wipe the floor with me, I don't
Mm.
feel like it was successful. Um, but and for many reasons, but we'll get into that. And but and possibly I'm wrong. Possibly he did own the shit out of me. And
Yeah.
I am the moron that he thinks I am. But I don't think so. I think that my view is um I did that stream on Saturday because on Thursday when I spoke, I really didn't know. I shouldn't have said anything because I didn't know what I was talking about. So I it's just best. I feel like I want to be honest with the audience, So why not do
How
it?
how
And
do you feel it went this
um,
Saturday stream?
it look every stream I do could be better, but I was fine with it. I think most people got the gist of what I was saying, even if my words weren't that clear. Um, and I will laugh because there was a point that Mersh does show where I was reading notes, or you have bullet points or something, which apparently was very Jewy. Although I've always been a fan of notes, and I think criticizing somebody for taking them shows your
I,
stupidity, not mine. But
I think
the
Mersh.
prop. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think Mersh was trying to make a reference. I think you pointed out that you got told about a teleprompter app that
Yes.
you could use on EVMux, and you said, "But I'm not going to use that." And then you started reading your notes. But you did at some other point mention you had notes. To be fair to you, but I
No,
think
I
that's what
did.
he was referencing. Yeah.
Oh, I believe that I did say I couldn't get the teleprompter thing to work, but I had printed out the notes. But
Yes.
what was hilarious and hard for me to explain was I printed out the notes for the wrong show, and
No,
so
that's
I
good.
was look, which is me. So
Mm.
I was looking down, and I'm like going. I started to read, and some of it made sense, and then some of it absolutely was like, "What the
Mm.
fuck am I? What am
Was
I
that
doing?" Oh, I'm sorry. Oh
was that
my.
for a different apology stream? Was that one the notes you had for a
There's
different
only gonna
apology?
there the apollo. It's the first one I've done,
And last.
and hopefully the last one I have to do.
Mm,
Um, honestly, I really apologize because I I kind of felt bad because the uh, Ozone, I guess, had really done
mhm.
a deep dive and he'd really gone in and gotten the facts, and he was giving me the facts, and I was discounting them. So
Do you know he lost his YouTube channel, Ozone,
I
after that stream?
after that stream,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
thought it was no, I thought it was others because I don't
Your stream
understand.
was.
Go
Oh
ahead.
no, that was early. No, it's fine. That was early in the week, wasn't it? Your first stream that he sent the like 5 bullet points. That wasn't the
He
second stream. That was the first one.
and
Yeah.
none
Sorry.
of those because I'd heard about this earlier today and addressed it a little bit. Like there was nothing that he wrote in those super chats that should get anyone banned. You know,
Mm.
he didn't say her name. He didn't say. It just didn't say anything really about other than he was doing lie number one and then listed it out. Lie number two listed it out. Now, I think some of them were more obfuscations than lies, but it the the end is the same, right? I mean, if you're obfuscating or you're lying, it comes across as lying, and I know a lot more now, even than I knew Saturday. But
That's good.
my feeling. Look, my feeling is that she was between a rock and a hard place with this, but the both of the rock and the hard place were self-created, and so you have to
Mm.
go. But I just because I think there were family. I don't know. I felt like maybe some of the stuff that she wasn't really being terribly accurate with had a lot to do with her family, and there were names involved, and that sort of stuff. But
That's a pretty generous interpretation, I guess, on it. I do want to give you some sideways credit for attempting to apologise, because even though it kind of came across to some people that you apologise for you not being correct for once, rather than like maybe upsetting or offending a few people, the fact that you tried to take credit, not credit, take ownership of your previous stream was pretty good. So fair play.
well, to be frank, what I was taking responsibility for was the part that I played. Not, I'm not. I wasn't trying to make what's the word? I wasn't trying to make excuses for her or any of that stuff. My the whole reason why I did that was uh, I felt I misled people, and I don't like doing that, and I also look like I was avoiding the real issues, etc., etc. And I was like, you know what? Let's. There's no reason to not do this, and I know it's not something you're supposed to do, but a lot of what I do is what you're not supposed to do. You know, how many
Yes, fair
64
enough.
year olds are in here uh, streaming? You know, um,
Just you
and
and KB and maybe what's his face, Bob?
yeah, and those that are uh, hiding behind a filter that
Cowards.
might be a little bit older than they've indicated in other places, but who knows, man?
Shit.
I just um, but to answer your question clearly and distinctly, I have no regrets about doing that stream.
Do you think do you think it was a bit bad luck telling everyone the plans you had during the day, because sometimes you get a little bit of stick, sometimes from me as well, from like when you're doing like family stuff, or like when you got grief when you was on vacation for streaming like by the pool at night and what have you. And you feel bad for going, the wife took the family out to the beach so I could do the fence, and then they've come back and I've decided to come upstairs quickly and do an emergency stream while she looks after the rest of the family downstairs.
Well, no, she was at they were all at the beach, and
Oh, still. Oh, what? While
yeah,
she was
they
streaming. Oh,
weren't.
okay.
Nobody was there. They were all down at the beach, and I'm
Okay.
not a.
Got you.
I love the beach. I love the water, but I don't like the sun. And it was
Mm.
really brutal out there. And twice last year, I had to go for like having cancer things, spots removed off my
Mm.
face, which they do through this thing called photodynamic therapy. They cover your face in this cream. You leave it on
Oh,
for
lovely.
3 or 4 hours, and then you sit in
Mm.
front of this light, which is kind of hot, but not terribly. And then within hours, the stuff you get like pus, like third degree. The For some reason it does like make your whole skin red. It brings out a lot of stuff, but the cancer spots actually look like third degree burns. They're all blistery and whatnot, and I have to have
Oh,
it done
delightful.
again. And actually, you were part of that first one because that was when I was thinking it was going to be worse than it was, and I was going to need to filter um, uh, a mask as opposed to just a beautification filter. And
Mm.
I literally just didn't stream for 2 or 3 days, and then fucking went live with it, kept the lights down low. Um, and the glow from the burned skin was enough to keep the camera working.
Mm.
So
There you go.
all good with that. And
Did you fire the final boss? What's going on? Why don't I see him around
oh
anymore?
my god. Um, I keep saying I have to I was going to address the final boss in a different
Mm.
segment, but let's do it
Nah, do it
now.
now.
It's
Fuck it.
just as easy.
Mm.
Um, no, I did not fire the final boss. But
Oh, good.
what happened was the final boss has not been modding for me because he hasn't been around.
Lazy.
He's been doing his own stuff, right?
Mm.
So stealth got blocked, and there were three from the chat, and there were three people that had the ability to do that. Well, four, including myself. I didn't do it.
Dave,
The
Genta,
mod didn't
final
do it.
boss, and
Yeah.
Buckman.
So it's me, Dave, Jenda, and the final boss. So none of us did it, and I removed the final boss as a mod, but not to be mean or fuck with him or fire him or any of that stuff. I removed him and I said, Stealth was complaining he got blocked, blah, blah, blah. I know Dave didn't do it. I know Genta didn't do it. I have not talked to Final Boss, but I'll take him off for now. And then I sent a message to Final Boss, told him what was up, and that was it. And there's really not a lot to it. It was more that he's not like, we don't really talk that much, and he's not around that much. He's been doing his own thing, and I get so confused in a lot of ways. But I think being a mod is the worst fucking thing in the world. Like, I get there's people that like it, but it's like I feel bad for the people that mod. So it's like, I live the life of the best favor you can do me is to not invite me to the party. And I was thinking, oh, taking you off as a mod, that's like a good thing. Um,
Yeah, very
but from
nice of
what I
you.
understand, he hasn't said anything to me other than it was all good. And maybe he was a little hurt. Um, but re-explained it. Everything was hunky dory, and then I hear he's still hurt by it. And
Yeah, he's been chatting mad shit about it on his stream, to be fair. So first Siggy Jones, now final boss. Watch out, Genta. Watch out. You're next.
oh yeah,
You're
watch out.
next,
Well,
bud.
no, Siggy quit. Siggy said he didn't want to do it anymore. Right? I look. Siggy was the one. Siggy said it. I don't really want to do. He didn't want to do it. He just said he didn't want to do it. So I was really happy um, for him that he had something else that he didn't want to do it. And so I took his name off the mod list. I thought that's what you do, you know. Um, but I had not taken it. It's stealth again, actually. Um, I had not taken it off, but I was saying to stealth, it did not happen. You're making this up. Nobody would do that. And then I found out. Then I got a DM from Siggy saying, "Oh, I was still on the mod list, so I blocked him. I thought it would be funny."
Yeah, it does
And
sound pretty funny. Stealth gets banned all the time in my chat by my cheeky mods.
all right, Schmilly Madoff, stop lecturing Eckel. He's not your son. LOL. I'm
Did
sorry
you
if I
did
sound
you
like
just
I'm
call him
lecturing.
Schmuel? Did you just call him Schmuel made of?
Oh, did I?
Perfect.
Sorry. Too many. Yeah, it's that Schmiel thing gets very confusing. I had to pick up a sandwich at Wawa this weekend, which was under the name Schmuel, and you would have thought I was speaking Arabic because I finally had to take the girl's Sharpie out of her hand and spell it for her, which didn't really help because they had lost my order anyway. But thank you for the $2, Julie. Made off. Next
Thank you
question.
very much. Did I have questions? Oh yeah, I did actually have questions for you, don't I? When are you gonna have Penny back on the stream? I think that'd be a good guest to have if you were gonna do guests over the next few weeks. Or are you not on good terms? I can't
It's
remember.
just I've got there's nothing like that. I just assumed that Penny was done with me and did not, was not interested in coming on. But I'm certainly willing and ready and able at any time. I just haven't heard. I haven't heard. I don't. How do I say this? They sort of weren't registering on my radar. Like I didn't know whether they were streaming or not, and
They've not been
so
streaming a lot. No, they've not been streaming a lot lately. I think they've had like the grandkids and what have you for a while. But yeah, she was on one this weekend for sure. I think she was trying to get on MLC. I think she said. So I don't think she managed it this Saturday is what they call it, right?
yeah. But they what do you call it? So I hadn't seen the streams. I hadn't seen much of her or any of that. Nothing nefarious. It just wasn't popping up in my head, and then all of a sudden, I guess it was like to me anyway. All of a sudden, like last week, she was on everything, right? She was on Husey, she was on BYB, she was on all sorts of stuff. So I guess she's back, and she's usually in the chat. So if she's in here today, I will invite her on. But other than that, I will send her a DM and schedule something with her.
I don't want to misquote her, but she did say "fuck you" to 4 people, and I think you might have been one of the 4, but it might have been tongue in cheek. I can't quite remember.
She might have, look, she might have reason to say that, and I could imagine her feeling the way she feels, but there's, it's the problem is that the incidents that the thing that got her pissed off at me and this thing that happened last week with Haley are 2 different things, but everybody's equating them to each other. So, they were equating like what I was saying about Keanu. They're like, oh, you'll shit all over Keanu, but you won't Haley. And I didn't think I was shitting over on Keanu.
I think I've got a fairly decent answer to that one. Why people weren't reacting the same way as they were with Haley than they would maybe with Penny or with Kiki. Regardless of what you think with the whole Haley situation, she has a very big and very loyal fan base. So she's brought, she's like obtained quite a lot of trust, a lot of love, a lot of affection from these people. Rightly or wrongly, they're gonna stick with her throughout it. So I think if Penny had the same kind of fan base, she may get that same kind of reaction. I think same with Kiki. Like Kiki's like the villain essentially. She has been anyway for last few years. She's been like villain arc, in the Dabbleverse. So she wouldn't unfortunately get that kind of grace in a similar situation. I do think it's fair to point out the hypocrisy with certain things, but also it's not apples for apples. I don't think if they had a similar situation, but.
Uh, I agree with you. I just need to address this. Out of two and three, two, one. So final boss block stealth, but did Buckman bother to unblock him? Um, there's no. I checked, and the only people blocked are the people that I want. It's like two
Mm.
people. Um,
Other, yeah,
and but I do want to say, final boss said he did not block stealth, and
I believe him.
so I believe him as well. And I think that stealth does this shit to.
Mm.
I think he just likes to make claims. And if I was a genius, I would have
Mm.
probably thought, "Oh wait, he's claiming he's blocked in my chat. How does that happen?" But he didn't do it in the chat.
I
But I
I
don't. I
hate to
didn't.
say it, but do you
Go
think
ahead.
potentially you owe a second person an apology for jumping to conclusions based on someone else's
You mean
information?
you?
No, no, no. Final boss, not me. You don't know me
Oh, I
anyway.
did. I already. But I did that already. I mean, I can't. Like
I meant
what?
publicly. I meant like publicly. Just say like on stream. Oh, sorry,
I
final
just
boss. Like
didn't. I
you
just
didn't
didn't.
really. Not
Okay.
really. You kind of went. Yeah.
I apologize. I guess, and probably because I was
To me,
chatting shit
you
about
apologize to
me.
me.
He was chat. No, he was chatting shit about me in other chats, from what I've heard. So I might
Mm.
have been a little reticent to say it, but uh, I apologize to Final Boss for removing you from a mod spot. Uh,
Hmm. Very good.
is that
Well done,
clear
Schmuel.
and definitive?
Yes, yeah, that takes a lot. I'm not very good at apologising either, so fair play. Well done.
No, I don't care. I mean, it's like uh, on this. My feeling is I've never really wanted mods, but they've
Mm.
become, but they're necessary. So it's like I want one or two people that
Yeah,
I
in
can
case
trust,
end towers, right? Mm.
well, that I can and that I can talk to. Um, so because before the show, I'll send a text that says, this is what we're doing. This is what we're looking for. Maybe
Mm.
reiterate a few uh, points of who should be blocked and who shouldn't.
Hmm.
Because I did have one night where they were blocking or timing out Joey C,
Oh, good.
and it was like, and I was like, no, never, never. But he was saying all this shit about you. And I'm like, I know. It's all good. So we've cleared that up.
I I think we
Good.
could discuss Joey C for a tiny split second, Mr. Buckman.
Sure.
How sad is the decline of Joey C lately? He's when has he done anything remotely interesting for the last few months? I think maybe the last thing was the Penny thing, which I hated, by the way. That was so hard to watch. But apart from that, like Joey, man, come on, he's
So
given up.
Penny was on my stream the night before,
Oh
and
yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that.
we got her
And
all
Nick, and Mumbler Nick.
charged up,
Hmm.
right? We
Hmm.
got her all charged up, and she went in. Boy, did she go in guns a blazing uh, that night. The Kinky Loco, Buckman runs a tight ship. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, look, it's hard enough for me to do this and stay focused. Um, but if mods start fighting with each other, uh, and I've seen that happen, I'm like, I can't be bothered. Like I don't want that to happen. So um, the fact that I made you a mod in the first place shows that I trusted you. So I wouldn't take you down. Uh, anyway, I wouldn't take you down for something. If you had done something, if he had done something shitty or whatever, I probably would have publicly taken him down, not just
Cool.
the way it was, but it
Cool.
was just my
Yeah.
what do you call it? Uh, I apologize, final boss. I still love you, even though you wear a diamond stud in your nose.
Oh, Schmuel. I'm sure back in the early 60s or 70s, you had crazy stuff as well when you went out to nightclubs uh, with all of your friends and girlfriends and all that
The
nonsense.
the only yeah, I had like really long hair, um,
Mm.
but I was what you guys would call grunge before grunge. Um,
Oh, cool.
Lots of flannel shirts and a
Mm.
t-shirt and jeans. This was me. And if a wedding came up, I'd have to go buy a suit.
There you go. Very cool.
So that's it. But Joey, I feel bad for Joey. I know that I bust Joey's balls. I know that I give Joey a hard time. Um, but most of the people whose balls I bust, I feel like, oh, they're redeemable. You know, like
Mm.
like I think Joey is redeemable. I think Joey has something. And
Yeah.
so that's why I like breaking his chops. Keanu the same way.
I
Um,
I think with Joey, I'm not sure if it's charisma. It's something. He has got something that you're kind of like, even when he's being a piece of shit, you can't help but just kind of go, oh fuck's sake, Joey, instead of like, oh fuck you, Joey. But yeah, I don't know, Joey. If you see this by any chance, please, please, for the love of God, double up your meth because you've been pretty fucking boring lately. That's for sure. Also, whilst on the topic of people making up shit and being boring, I got a slight bone to pick, not with you, but with Mr. Quadfather. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago I was watching the brilliant show with you and Quad on a Sunday, and Quad was just making up absolute bollocks, absolute bollocks. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's saying he's glad you've got a heart attack and blah blah blah, and I'm like, and you're just like, "Oh fuck, Echo," and I'm like, okay, am I really that bad a guy that you think I'd be celebrating your heart surgery? Jesus.
you know what? I had no idea. And the
Mm,
thing we're supposed to do on that show is to be honest.
mm.
Um, and he was really playing it up that you were going after me. And it would
Weird,
not
right?
be unusual for
Mm.
you to go after
It,
me.
it would.
So,
It absolutely would. There's zero malice in what I do. Zero
okay.
malice whatsoever. That's
So
bonkers.
but yes. And, again, I am not apologizing for Quad, but
Mm.
I should probably not have assumed what he said
I
was.
was just surprised that you were like, "Oh fuck Echo," and I'm like, "What? Do I have to do another 10 clips that you're going to get bored and not watch to prove that I didn't say that?"
Well,
I
we
don't
are
know.
doing, and we Quad and I are doing a show. The point is to
Mm,
sort of argue and be offended and whatnot. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a certain amount of playing going on there, if and you know what I mean. Um,
mm.
so we could. Whoop! I didn't mean to
All
start it.
right.
I just wanted to go to. That's where I want to go. So I want to get us into the merch thing. I just want to set it at 1.25.
Maybe take your
Um,
hat off.
I we will in a minute.
Mm.
But uh, anybody else? I see you and Rochi have like kissed and made up.
I think there was about 2 weeks after Vegas where we didn't really talk, where he went on a few shows, and then that was about it. Yeah. It's been quite. Is it not August? Yeah, it's mid of August. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. So yeah,
Okay, which shows how
yeah.
much I pay attention to things. But
For sure, for sure. Yeah, finger on the pulse. Buckman is what they call you.
I've been. I don't know. My life lately has been just uh, busy, and then watching YouTube. A bunch of the Dabbleverse stuff was just getting boring to me, and I got sucked
Mm.
into other areas. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't have time to watch this. Um,
As
and
much. Mm.
and in the past, I would watch the shows as opposed to clips, and now I'm relying on clips all the time. And uh, Clippers have a narrative, good or bad, and so sometimes it's like I can watch a clip and have an opinion, and if I watch the entire stream, I would have a different opinion. Um, but
the
there are
best the best one for that, Schmuel, is definitely Stallion 19. So loads of great clippers out there. You got Doom, you got So Far Joe Burrow, you've even got cheeky little sausages like Pest if he's got a new channel already, Dirty Jersey, obviously Final Boss, all that jazz. But with Stallion 19, seems to be, I might be wrong, but seems to be the most kind of like this happened, this happened, this happened. You kind of take from it what you want. But yeah.
Yeah, and another part of being honest is, uh, I like a 14-minute max clip. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when I go and look at a clip and it's 45 minutes or 54 minutes, I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm not going to be able to get through it. And then what'll happen is, because I know with me, I'll watch the first 10 minutes of it, not see the rest of it, and then speak as if I've seen the whole clip, and miss
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
I think what we don't realise, I guess, is with if they've got adverts on, which I assume they do, if they're a clipper with over 1,000 people, it makes sense for it to be longer, right? Because if people are going to watch the entire hour and a half, then you get paid a shitload more on the adverts than you do if you did it for 20 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it makes sense for it to be longer. Like if they've cut loads of different bits, then it's a very long story to tell. But other times I see a clip where it's an hour and a half and the stream was like 2.5 hours, and I'm like, well, that's not really a clip. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is, James Baumer, uh, completely on point.
Mm.
Completely on point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't have a lot of time left, James. I have to use it. I have to
Good
use it
point.
wisely. Yeah,
Good point.
it's the one thing in life you can't put in the bank. Um, yeah, so I mean, there's that, and then also part of it too is like I love like So Thorough Joe Burrow and his steel toe clips are
Mm.
done really well. I really like
Yeah.
them, but I can only watch so much Aaron in clip form or any other form. Like he just
He's he's the only clipper who's made Aaron bearable for me. And I know that sounds bonkers, but you know, I did a few shows with Haley and Dean about it. I went on Dean's show quite a bit where he covered Steel Toe, and I never really got into it. It was only when he's so far started doing the goal miss clips that you kind of found the humor in it. I think anyway.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm with you. He does a great job with that somehow.
and he does the counter. Well, one of the ones was I
Hmm.
thought was hilarious, where there was like a counter for how many times every time he asks for money, and it's just like ding ding, and it was like 70 times. It wasn't. It
Have
was.
Have you seen his Ray DeVito ones? Honestly, I know you and Ray like good friends and all that jazz, but I can't watch Ray. I've tried so hard to watch Ray, I just can't do it. But he does these like 3 to 5 minute videos of Ray, like compilations, and it's just seemingly zinger after zinger after zinger. It's
I
brilliant.
I have not watched them,
So good, so
but
fun.
I will have to. And
Mm,
and it's funny because like Ray, I used to talk to Ray at least once a week.
mm.
Um, and now my basic level of communication with Ray is getting the "Hey, I'm going live at 11:40,"
Mm.
DM
Too big for him.
text that everybody gets.
I get it. Yeah, yeah.
So
You've outgrown him. I understand. I understand.
no,
Makes sense.
absolutely not. I mean,
Big time in Ray DeVito.
I
Oh,
actually
Buffalo.
I actually I like Ray. I find Ray funny. But there's only so much
Mm.
of Ray, because it's I the nothing makes me crazier than Ray calling you up wanting to discuss something, swearing you to secrecy, and I'm watching 5 other shows, and all 5 of those shows are talking about what Ray asked me to keep secret. Um, so
Sounds like two
first,
peas in a pod. No wonder you two get on so well. That's perfect.
well, I just I'm an idiot,
Mm.
but it's
Mm.
because I think what happens with Ray is
So's Ray. So's Ray. Just as a
Ray
heads up.
calls, yeah, Ray calls, but I think what happens is with Ray and I is Ray calls me uh with a question, right? And like sort of what should I do? And I don't think I ever give him the answer that he wants.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
it.
then he calls 5 other people until he finds the right person. He finds that one person that will agree with him and tell them
With the answer
what
he
he
wants.
wants to hear,
Hmm.
and that's what he goes with. So,
Hmm.
that's our boy Ray. And just before we get into the ice dancer thing, ice dancer and
Nice
Mersh, because
answer.
I gotta put
Hmm.
up a little ice dancer. Um, uh, supertip.gg/Buckman and dabbletip.com/Buckman. And when we get off, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about shout out.
Mm.
And also, our memberships are $1.99, a bargain
Bargain.
until the
Mm.
1st of September. So nobody will be getting a raise. I'm not going to do a Joey C and give you guys, but we're going to make the 299 tier the sort of preferred tier because my evmux and other prices are getting out of control. And so
Crazy. Gotta get that
I
money back. Get that
how
money
much
back. Start doing
that's
AI slop. That's what I would do if I was you.
oh god.
Mm.
Mm,
Just every time, press a button. Ding, stupid cartoon. Ding, stupid cartoon. Just ruin the entire stream. That's what I'd do.
Ron DeVito,
Yeah.
thank you for
Mm.
your bringing super chat.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
I will be
Hmm.
honest, I was really
Yeah.
frustrated doing your stream because it was like
Yeah.
you'd ask a
People were
question,
donating. I was acknowledging it. Stuff like that. It's horrible. It's
I'd
what's the
start
worst.
to answer, and then it would
Mm.
be like, "Oh, wait, we got." But it was more than just people donating. You were also like
Mm.
promoting an upcoming show with Rochi or whatever,
Mm.
and I was just like, and then you wonder why I get bored and start answering the chat, and you have to throw
Yeah.
me off the stream.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm the worst. Anyway,
It's
what are you
it's
saying?
I'm
You're upping your memberships to 2.99. So fucking pay up or
we're gonna
fuck
try to
off.
move it to 299. I'm just getting the it's getting expensive, and it's
Mm.
the one thing I think that people don't know or realize is even if you do a show like mine, the amount of work and time that has to go into
Mm.
it because you've got to watch stuff. um I've gotten to the point now a lot of times where I'm uh downloading transcript summaries and reading
Mm.
them to decide like what I'm going to watch. Um, but it's just it's a lot of time and a lot of energy. And when if I'm doing this or I'm doing researching, um, I'm not making money. So I kind of got to make it up someplace. So
For sure. Start grifting, pal.
there's
Let's
that.
start. Let's stop moaning about other people who grift successfully, and let's start improving our own grift
I
and
can't.
make a
Yeah,
dent in it. We can do this. Come on, Buckman. Just a
I've
little
been
smile,
s-
a little bit of
I've been
cheek. Like, oh, you want to send me an
so
offensive super chat? You can
I've
do
been
it. I
so
believe in you.
reticent to do
Hmm.
the grifting, and at one point, I don't know. Somebody told me like just put up. I have like an ADHD timer. Ever seen one
Oh,
of
good.
these?
No.
Where is it? So
Mm-mm.
these are actually pretty cool. And what happens is, as you can see, they have numbers on the side. So
Very
you
good.
put whatever number up you want, and that's the number that it will ring. It'll go for
Hmm.
10 minutes, whatever. And so I had a thing, and somebody said, "Oh, you should set a timer to remind, uh, people
Oh,
about
I remember that was from ages ago. Dave hated that. Dave was
member
really unimpressed with you having little beeps to
memberships."
remind
But the
people.
point was, yeah. But
Mm.
every time that would happen, would be I would well, it this one buzzes, but
Mm.
I would just turn it off, never say the membership thing or any of that. I would
Mm.
literally just turn it off and never get to it. So there's that. Oh, let's just say we've got your friend in mind. Nice podcast, stupid for $1.99. Trying not to break the bank today here. You two should do more shows.
Thanks, Dan. You should be more of a hypocrite complaining about the Get Along Gang when all you do is shows with Chow, me, Brian, Stealth, but heaven forbid other people stream with more than one person.
He's the
Silly little
anti get along
sausage.
gang. Um,
You must get
so
so confused with the Get Along Gang stuff. I heard you the other day being like, "I'm not in. I'm not part of any Get Along Gang. I don't want to be a member." You don't get to choose. I think Buckman. I think that's the
I,
point of it.
I, but I understand it now. I didn't understand it
Ah,
then. Like I
get me.
thought it was you. This is me my lack of paying
Mm,
attention. I
mm,
thought that the Get Along Gang was like you and Ozzy, me, and
Generation
like
one.
a
Generation one. That's dead. Yeah. NJ Ranger. That's long gone. Yeah.
right because
There's
it was
since been a
like
second generation. Do you remember? It was created by Doom, I think. I think DJ Lecturer, Bacon Bits, a few of the newer people. And now finally, I believe it is Melton, Tukey, Carl, Pat, and Haley. I think, if I'm getting my gangs right. But yeah.
well, I've been informed that Dan created the term "Get Along Gang"
He
because
did.
he's created everything, and
hmm
I thought that I remembered it was him, and he was talking about us, like
Yes,
that
initially.
group of
hmm
us, and that's
hmm
where I've stuck. And now, I guess it means the people who are Melton and Carl and those guys, and then
Big boys.
they tell us who we're allowed to get along with, and
Oh
so
gosh.
we get along.
Us.
Yeah, we
They
get
don't
along
tell
with them.
me, that's for sure.
They don't tell me either, but these guys, they get it. It's very funny because it's constantly like, you're a this ball washer, you're a that,
Mm.
you're sucking up to this guy, and Melton runs you guys. You have to check with him, and I haven't talked to him since Hackamania, and I keep bringing up the same point about Melton that I've been bringing up for a long time, which is the deed story. Do you remember the deed story to his house that
Yeah.
ATP had been screaming forever that he doesn't own his house?
We're not allowed to tell this story. He's blacklisted this one. We're not
Right.
allowed to go over this story, remember?
And so then it comes out, oh, it was a paperwork mistake. Well, I own houses. It's not a paperwork mistake. But if it had been anybody else, they just would have been trashed and dragged over the coals. And it was like, oh, it was a paperwork mistake. So, you know, uh, if that's me
I,
defending Patrick, then that's me defending Patrick.
I think with people like Patrick, though, feel free to go at him over it. You're probably going to end up on the rough side of it. I think that's why some people do just leave stuff alone when it comes to certain streamers. Some you're not really going to get anything back, no backlash. But like people like Melton, yeah. I think he's fairly good at tormenting people on the internet with his stream. So yeah, that might be why people don't specifically target him. Go for weaker links. Go away, nice dancer. You're not allowed in this chat.
What do you got? So, uh, just because of our friend Mr. Mersch
hmm
and his just complaining, I've sent Ice Dancer a duck hat. So
Oh wow! Congratulations, nice dancer.
there you go. Because that's what women do. They send hats and they're Jewish. Fuck his
Yeah.
problem is. All right, so we need to get done probably within I'm going to say an hour, hopefully sooner. But let's get so
Mhm.
we're gonna start rolling with this. And
Yeah, go for it.
Mr. Panhandler, I see you in the chat, and everybody's going to say when Panhandler's in the chat, everybody says send Panhandler the link. Send Panhandler the link. Panhandler
He's
has a
always got the link.
he's
He's
got
got a permanent
permalink.
link.
He can come
Mm.
on when he wants. He and Dave
Almost like they're
Sarah
just tormenting you. Mm.
are the only two people. And also, to avoid confusion, I'm not jealous or unhappy. I'm thrilled that Panhandler is a member of
Sure.
the
Sure.
MLC. No, it's
Sure.
like that's my.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like being AAA, and bringing people up, and looking for
Take
new.
full credit. Take full credit for his work. Good work.
Absolutely, because they wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah.
No, it's like there are people that like I meet, and some of these guys like, and I'm probably more wrong than I am right, but it's like, this guy would be good like on a stream, and so, um, we encouraged Panhandler to do it, and then
Mm.
I
You know
even
who you
remember
sound like?
the day he bought the microphone. Who? Steel Toe.
No, you sound like Chow. I created Panhandler.
Oh no,
Without me, Panhandler would be nothing.
no.
Everyone thank me for Panhandler.
My point really is that, I just encouraged him because I knew he would do it. But, the
Mm,
difference between Chow and I is, he did it on his own. You know what I mean? Like it was his skill and his ability,
mm,
and the fact that he's really good on stream. That's what did it. Um,
mm.
but do you notice that Chow though does do things where he'll be like, "I built him brick by brick," and he'll claim to be building people, but when those people that he's building, the ones that don't do so well or that kind of disappear, um, there's not a lot of, "Oh, I created him," uh, going
Yeah,
on.
you never remember the losers, though, right? You only remember the champs like JMO and Buckman that you create. You don't remember all of the others that fall by the wayside.
Yeah, poor JMO is still mad at me. Um,
Mm.
but I enjoy breaking, JMO's balls, something that I actually thoroughly enjoy. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
I should
Hat
have
off.
had I should have had you do this.
Mm.
I think we're right. Hold on, let me just make sure. All right. You see us in a little corner there?
Mm-hmm. We sure
Very
are.
exciting that I learned how to do that about 2 weeks ago.
I'm glad it's only taken you a year to figure it out, Buckman. I'm very proud of
And
you.
and to be completely honest,
Mm.
Haley was the one that taught me.
Stop blaming
So
Haley for everything, Buckman. Jesus
I
Christ, leave her alone. She's had a
look,
bad enough week.
I I am still very much a fan of Haley's, and, I think she's done really well, remarkably well after what she had been through. If I have a beef, my beef is that, you know, how this goes, and if you had said this earlier, and said,
Shoulda,
these
woulda,
are
coulda.
these are the things that happened.
Mm.
You'd have the same audience, if not bigger, and, you wouldn't be having this much, trouble with it. So,
If only you had more phone calls with her, mate. If only you could have saved her.
no, I can't save anybody, but I didn't know. Look, I mean, I knew she had some, uh, issue, because there was like a mention of, she had mentioned like domestic violence or something once in her past. So I knew
Oh,
something was up,
jeez.
but I didn't know, whatever. I actually wanted to find the line that Mersh ends the stream with to get, to prep people, but yes, and I have notes.
Mm.
So I always have notes. Always done this show.
Are they the right notes, though? Are they the
These
right
are
notes for this
no,
stream?
these are the correct though ones.
Oh, good.
Um,
That helps.
all right, so let's get started, and, here we go, kids.
I don't buy it. I warned you pieces of shit about Haley last year, and you all fucking crucified me for it. Well, looks like I was right. I was right about Haley then, and I'm right about Schmuel Buckman now. And it's a
Boom. All right. This fucking guy he was right about Haley then. That's bullshit, right? He was pissed because,
She stole his AI voice. Let's
yeah,
not forget. That's the
you know,
worst thing Haley's ever actually done. Is
you
still
know,
the AI voice he wanted to use.
you don't ask her, you ask me. Bullshit. So, yes, that was warning us, Mersh. You're the Nostradamus of, the internet.
about time some of you fucking assholes start listening to me. You don't have to. You can be like all the other people out there that simply just go, you know what? Somebody said this to me the other day. It was like, you actually make good points, but, I don't like your tone. Yeah. Speaks like that? Women. That's a woman thing to say. A man said this, by the way. Well, you make good points, but, you're very caustic and, sometimes your tone. Oh, really? You don't like the way the medicine tastes? Well, too fucking bad. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to start fucking, being adults here. You don't like my tone. You don't like how I say things. Fine. I'll continue to be 100% right all of the time about these people. Come around eventually or don't. I don't give a shit. But I nailed the Haley thing last year, and I've been telling you that Schmuel Buckman is a disingenuous, slimy, wormy Jew from the day one.
This is the man that sent me a DM saying that he and Ice wanted Cookie and I to adopt them. So yes, from day one he's been saying this, and I assume that I have permission to reveal this. But was very funny was I made that that comment like, oh, this you wanted me to adopt him, whatever it is. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. And then he said, and that was her idea, right? That's what she, he was blaming it on Ice Dancer.
Yeah, I don't think either of them actually want you to adopt them, though, Buckman. I think it's probably a joke. I don't think they're being serious.
I thank you for pointing that out. But it was his idea. It wasn't her idea. So who's the woman there? So thank you for killing where I was going, but we'll survive. But no, it's just it's interesting because when you like with him, you find out stuff. It's like he's a big shit talker on air, but the reality is very different, and so I was like, oh yeah, he was blaming Ice and whatever, and it wasn't. And it wasn't her. It was him. And anyway.
And everybody's like, I don't know. And now everybody's like, I'm starting to think that Haley's a cunt. I'm starting to think that Schmuel guy might not be very honest. Gee, who said that last year? But all of you people are too busy pretending to be friends with each other.
Is this the last year when he was on my show a whole bunch of times?
Most of you don't even like each other. Every one of you talks shit about each other, and not in a fucking banter way. You don't like each other. You come back every day, but you don't even like each other. Right? A bunch of people that don't like each other that are offended that I don't like them. What? Huh?
I don't know the timeline. I can't answer your question.
It doesn't matter. It's because she lied.
I think your rage is your rage and
no, this was also
passion. It ain't rage, it's righteous indignation, and I'm on Penny's side. I don't care if she's doped up on pills, drunk. I don't care. I don't care if she's slurring. I don't care if she's fucking wildly flailing a knife around. I don't care. I'm on her side.
When I was sober.
Is skewing some of this. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So
Michaela,
we're gonna watch.
Michaela, come on. All right, Michaela, look.
Last Day Synthesizer, if you're too far out ahead of things, you just get treated like crazy. Yeah. I've always said this.
Have you ever thought of Mersh as somebody who's too far ahead of things?
I think he might be guilty of always having an opinion on stuff, maybe. So I guess if you make enough comments, eventually you're going to be right. That might be more the case. But I don't know. I don't watch loads of Mersh. But yeah, I'm not sure his comments on Haley from last year about the AI voice tally up exactly with allegations of being a heroin dealer, this year. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he also, the other part of it, he constantly claims to be smarter and better and blah, blah, blah. And the reality is his show on YouTube draws shit viewers, like for a guy who's been streaming for as long as he has. I'll go on, like I'll go on YouTube and 40, maybe 70 people watching. And then he's like, "Well, I'm going
And
to
how
go to
many views
Rumble."
do you think we get? How many views do you think we get? I don't
that's
think
not- but that's-
we're the right
but-
people to talk about.
But we're not sitting here telling everyone how great we are at doing this and we know everything. And so it's like, if the people you are calling morons are drawing the same number of viewers that you're drawing, but I digress because I'm sure on Rumble he's got thousands.
I was in his stream yesterday and he had about 150 plus on YouTube, if that helps.
Okay.
I don't know if it varies a lot. Yeah.
It definitely varies. But he's also has he has an inability to stream on YouTube, so he will oftentimes just take it to Rumble because he's sort of incapable of the N word and crazy conspiracy theories and shit that he's worried are going to get him banned.
Never, like, being early is basically like being wrong. You come out, you say what you feel, everyone fucking nails you to fucking a cross over it. And then when it comes out later that everything that you predicted comes true, do you think these pieces of shit come back, apologize, say, hey, you know what, I was wrong, you were right? No.
And can we remember that a bulk of this show, the Doom clip that we're watching, is Mersh complaining that I was apologizing.
Just pretend like I wasn't right all along. Suck a dick. I'm with Penny. Not the only meltdown that's been going on. I couldn't be happier to watch these people all fucking suffer. I mean, I am honestly on a vindication run right now, and it feels fantastic. You see this fucking crybaby? First of all, Schmuel, I know we goof on your hats, right? But take it from me, and I mean this, bring back the hats, okay? You have the head of a... Schmuel's, the top of his head looks like the head of a dying baby. You know?
I thought it was more of an embryo head.
Schmuel, when he's not wearing a hat, looks like a progeria kid. All right? Maybe put one of those little duck hats on or something. Jesus Christ. His hair is like all wispy. He looks like Ashley in season 5 of The Boys.
Good reference.
You're live. Come on, wake up.
Hi, everybody. It's me. It's Schmuel Buckman. And
Bone CK for 20. What up, Mersh? Been a minute. Still think you're an entertaining motherfucker. Not white knighting for Haley, but she sent me hoodies while I was going through chemo and has been really supportive. Can't ever hate on her. Oh,
this is to me,
This
this is
bit's insane.
a priceless
insane,
reaction, right?
you
This
had
is
cancer and she
insane.
sent you a hoodie. Yeah, no, she's a fucking saint. You're right. You know what? I take back everything I ever said about Haley. I forgot. She's literally Mother Teresa. You had cancer and she sent you pretty antisocial branded hoodies. Woo, yay, PASP merch. I'm dying.
People with cancer get cold.
Listen to these people. Actually, I'm not white knighting for her, but one time I was dying of cancer and she sent me a shirt. Oh, well, then I guess everything else she's ever done is forgiven. You fucking idiot. What a stupid take. You literally sound like, remember Ghostbusters 2? And he's like, one time I turned into a dog and they saved me. Shut up. Sorry, all due respect. That was the stupidest comment I've read all week, and I've read some really dumb ones. I'm sorry. Like, hey, man, I had cancer. She sent me a hoodie, so I guess she can just sell drugs to whoever she wants and do home invasions. I guess.
I need you to remember the selling drugs, the denigrating the selling of drugs, because we're gonna have a little bit of confliction here.
I guess we're just all allowed to do whatever we want. Hey, Bone CK, if I send you a Nightwave hoodie, can I fuck your mother? Probably not. Tell her to come over here. She can enjoy the little bottles of water. One time I had cancer and she sent me a fucking hoodie. I can't get that fucking comment out of my head, bro. It just burrowed into my brain and I just can't let it go. I can't let shit go lately, man. You know, a couple weeks ago, I would have been so fucking high that comment would have flew right under the radar. I wouldn't even have noticed it. I would have been like, oh, that's cool, man. And now I'm like, literally, it just fucking... That guy's comment is now living rent-free in my fucking head. I cannot believe that man said that. One time I had cancer, she sent me a shirt. So I guess she's allowed to sell heroin and do home invasions. That was the craziest fucking take I've heard all week. Thin Lizard saying Buckman looking like a hoodie recipient.
Funny chat.
That actually was funny. I don't.
By the way, Bone CK said, because you're focusing on the part you want to, you mushbrain retard. Yeah, it's supposed to be a funny show. Nobody gives a fuck that you had cancer and got a free shirt out of it. I have to take the dumb shit you say and make it funny, okay?
When's
Get
that
over
gonna
yourself. Stop crying. Well, actually, you're just focusing on, it's a comedy show, you Did you want me to go, did you want me to, I'm not the Pope. What did you want me to do? Give Haley absolution for her sins? I'm a fucking idiot who talks shit on the internet. What response did you think your fucking super chat warranted from me? A serious one? Have you met me? Have you watched the show?
I have watched you talk about going to church and how people should have a connection to God and your sadness when your girlfriend broke up with you. But it's all comedy.
I think from what you were saying a second ago, though, I now don't think you can take this personally, and I think he's just joshing with you because he can't say anything nice about you because it's a show. So he's just doing it for the show, whereas he does potentially still want you to adopt him a nice dancer. So I wouldn't take it to heart, Buckman. I don't think he really hates you, despite the very good acting that he's doing now. That would make you believe otherwise.
I'm very happy. What do you call it? We would be very happy to adopt Ice, but I think
you got to take them both. You got to take them both. You can't leave one kid behind. Come on.
I don't know so much about this guy. I don't think he's Schmuel worthy. But let's move forward.
You ever watched the show once and then you go, wow, I don't know why Mersh took that the wrong way and started yelling. It's kind of my gimmick, you fucking idiot. Holy shit, these people are like, actually, did you come here for a hey, Bone, did you come here for a serious conversation? Because if so, I'd get a brain scan because I think the cancer's back. Let me know. I'll send you a hoodie.
Thursday, when I was doing the stream, I really didn't intend to talk about the Haley thing at all. It seemed to me to be not like a lot was going on. And more importantly, doing a lot of uhs. More importantly, I just, I didn't really know anything. And so I probably shouldn't have said anything at all.
Really? Really, Schmuel? So you admit you didn't know shit. You admit that you sweep and you're a Janny for anybody who's nice to you.
I don't know. I think that's a pretty wide conclusion to draw from what I said. But we'll go.
And we're supposed to think you have any credibility now? We're supposed to think you're being contrite, that you've realized you've made a mistake? No, you see the writing on the wall. Again, this man is Jewish. This isn't contrition. This is, I fucked up, buddy. I'm not going to have people come and watch my show anymore. I need to pivot and stab Haley in the back. We know what you're doing, Schmuel.
Right. So my bad take on Haley, right, and me being an asshole, that wouldn't draw viewers, right? So I did this to draw viewers. I mean, how fucking stupid are you?
Did you get any comments? I've had a few people bring up a few comments about the timing of when you addressed this. So it was essentially, I believe, on Thursday there was Dabbleverse Live where Carl kind of started the turn on Haley, and then on Friday there was this little piggy where Melton and Moody and Carl continued the turn on Haley, and then on the Saturday, I believe, was your stream. Was there any kind of like, were you watching their show, or did you watch essentially? Did I get
orders from them?
No, but did you see that things were changing, like the tides were changing, and you're like, oh shit?
No. Look, I'll be to be perfectly honest, I got a DM from somebody I like
Mm-hmm.
after the show, and they had a talk. They talked to me that I was misinformed and that I needed to look more,
Mm.
and that the big thing was is that I wasn't taking this seriously, but in the dab, this was a serious issue, and so that's why I did it. And I intended to go
Mm.
Friday. I wanted to do Friday, um,
Yeah.
but I just never got the time, and I had family here, and that was when they
Yeah.
were actually in the house. So I
Mm.
did this while they were at the beach, and
So what shows or what bit of information did you watch in between the two streams that made you kind of go, oh shit, okay, I've missed stuff, or was it just what you got told by someone?
I what no, it was so I got the message, right, and then I went
Mm.
back and I looked at Oracle. I keep saying Oracle, Ozone stuff,
Yeah. Mm.
and I looked at Ozone stuff, and
Mm.
then I started seeing that, maybe there was me being that I was being wrong, that or was wrong
Mm.
with some of the stuff that I said. But more importantly, it was like I just shouldn't have said anything. Was really what it comes down to, right? Like I shouldn't have
So
said. Go ahead.
sorry, so to clarify, Ozone's super chats that he sent in with like bullet points and whatever, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and someone talking to you on the phone or X or what have you. But was there anything? Did you watch any other clips or any other information, or was it just from what you've been told by Ozone and that extra person?
I talked to Haley.
Oh, there you go then. Okay.
So
And she cleared a few things up with you then, I guess, with regards
and
to that.
yeah, I don't want to say she cleared things up, but it became apparent to me in that conversation, and I don't know if this was the intention, but it became apparent to me that I had probably misunderstood. I'm trying to be kind, but I
Sure.
talked to her, and I think there were differences between what she had said and what I'd heard later on. So that was it. But hang on one second, because I got a super
Sure.
chat, and I don't
You sure have.
have
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a I can't put them in that window for some reason. So let me go
Sure.
back, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
whopping thank you, Chris Mack. You rather F Alexandria Ocasio Cortez or Nancy Mace? Very quickly, so we can get back on track here. AOC, 100%. So there you
There you
go.
go.
And Mr. Pineapple is from the great of Britain, and they don't do
Mm-hmm.
they don't do those people there. So
Yeah, I'm married as well, so I wouldn't really, pick which one I'd want to fuck, But yeah, for you single guys, you knock yourself out, I guess.
I'm married, and I picked it because the wife's not home, and she will never watch this shit. So there we go.
Well, you're Jewish.
Well, but I've been doing a lot of commentary.
Yeah. No.
Commentary.
Some would say you've been running your dick sucker with bad information, or worse, you've been running your dick sucker and lying and
Somebody's hurt because Mersh is like a favorite target of mine.
A target?
And I enjoy, look, he can make comments about my head. That was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I made comments about him wearing, which he doesn't do anymore, wearing tank tops, or what do you call them in Great Britain? Are they tank
vest,
top?
potentially?
No. The
vest,
shirts
yeah?
that don't have sleeves, the t-shirts that don't have sleeves, they just have a strap.
Yeah, a vest.
You call that a vest?
Well, I would,
Okay.
yeah, unless I'm interpreting differently what you're saying, yeah.
The Guinea t-shirts?
Yeah,
shirts the
I think I
mob
know
wear?
what you're talking about.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
what a wife beater. A wife beater would wear.
a wife beater. So that
Yeah.
he's wearing wife beater type shirts, and
Mhm.
it's interesting because he has no shoulders, and I was just wondering how they stayed up. So
Sure.
feel free to comment on my physical appearance.
Weeping for your friends.
Go through
Nick in Fort Wayne, member for 3 months. He said, I think
go
Schmuel
through this.
says, I think Schmuel might have been a simp for Haley. Shmuel is a simp for everyone. He's a simp for Haley. Remember when he tried to fucking fly ice dancer to Hackamania? He's a fucking ghoul. He's a creepy ghoul. All right? He's a creepy ghoul who creeps on younger women and looks like a baby who was burned.
Any younger women out there that I've creeped on, feel free to post
Lady
my
KB.
creeped on DMs, etc.
He looks like a burnt baby. And he is a fucking
Although at my age, everybody is younger than me, so
gooner.
True.
All right?
maybe
Doom's in the chat on Rumble. Imagine your grandfather is a Dabbleverse live streamer upstairs in the spare room yelling at numero uno Josh Teddy fan while you're visiting for the weekend. You see that, Schmuel? When Doom puts it like that, you kind of sound like a fucking loser.
Sorry. Speaking of
wait
Haley,
for
she's the one that wait for the turn because there's going to be a turn. And hold on, Kinky. Does that go up? So annoying. Hold on a second.
Wrong screen.
No, it should work on here though. Let me just see something.
Is it behind the video?
No, that one works.
Oh,
No, you know what
There
it
we
is the I'm using the super tip playboard, and
I've never done that. Yeah, I've never
it's
bothered doing it.
it's behind, and that's why I can't find it. But I think this is where we should go here. The Kinky Loco Buckman creeped on Nice Dancer. Nice. I think you need to answer that question.
Yes.
I've not yet
Say yes.
bought her a Nintendo Switch, but
2.
will admit to sending a hat. So, yes,
Pretty generous.
I think so. But Ice has been Ice was a real help with me in doing the list and stuff. So told me about.
Wait,
By the
hang
way,
on.
Doom in the chat said,
Hang
Buckman
on.
is a nice guy. I like him, but he confused the fuck out of me. I don't understand it.
Go.
What's going on with his list? So I did my stream just to fuck with you because I knew it'd take you forever to do your fucking list. I do remember the last thing I remember hearing about it. You went, I have considered maybe cutting it down to 20, like 10 to 20 different streams, and I'm like, almost what I did on my one, which is fair. It's a good move from you, Buckman. When are you doing it? Can you put an end date? Is it this year? Will we have it by December?
We should have it by the end of the month. We should.
Okay. All right.
Because the deal is we're trying to come up. This is the problem. I'm trying to come up with like a wacky algorithm to make these determinations, but some shit throws it off, and some of the formulas and stuff. But and then the bigger issue was I really wanted to put it up for voting, right? But if you've got like 50 people, it's how do you do that? Because there's really no way to do like a 50, like you can't give people a 50-person list. I
got confused when you started doing that because I was like, I thought you were doing a list, and then you're like, right now I'm going to do a list for people to score, and then I'm also going to do a list of chatters. And I was like, so which one are you doing? Because I don't care, no offense, what everyone else thinks. I want to see a Buckman list with Buckman's opinions on it.
We have 3 lists, shockingly enough.
3 fucking
3 lists,
Yep.
right? So list number 1 is a public review, right? Like voting, trying to come up with the way Dang Lizards came out, with a ranking from
AI.
1 to whatever. Because I wanted to control. I want to put. Well, it's not AI, but I wanted to put.
His one was AI. His list was AI.
Well, part of it was AI, and part of it was Excel.
No, he literally taught me. He taught me how to do it on AI.
Oh, did he?
Gave me step by step. Yeah.
So I wanted to get like the irrelevant names out, the Joe Rogans and stuff like that. But I also wanted to include,
The Chows.
I was going to say, like I want to have on that list Kevin Brennan and Bacon Bits, right? And there's a lot
Dream
of
team.
lot of distance between the two. So it was like, we can do, all right, that's number one. And then 2 and 3 are much easier. I think 3, I could probably do at any time. It's basically
Sure.
in my computer, which is
Mm-hmm.
Schmuel's top 10, and
There you
then 10 honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
The chatter list, a little more complicated, because the chatter
Sure.
list, the standard for that is, Jesus, I lost the word, clout. Clout.
You're
It's a
obsessed with that,
chatter
yeah.
list ranking of clout. And, you know, but then like the thing with Haley happened, right? So it's like,
She ruins everything. Haley ruins everything. You're right, Buckman. Good point.
But I was laughing because Dan got all caught up in this. He's like, oh, well, what do you think of Haley's clout now? And my only answer that I could give him was, it's still higher than yours, is pretty much all I know. So
I think she'd score higher on that list now, to be fair, than she would previously. But yeah, a little bit of advice with the list where you want the chatters to answer stuff. Why don't you just have all of the 102 people on the dashboard or what have you, and then you can only choose one for each category. So if you do favorite stream, funniest stream, most annoying stream, whatever sections you want, and then they can only vote once in that, but they have to vote 5 times essentially. So they'd vote their favorite.
You mean
show
live while we're in the chat?
No, fuck that shit. No, like you were saying that people could go on a
yeah, we're gonna
Google
do it in
Cloud or whatever the fuck.
Google,
it was.
right?
Yeah.
Google Drive. I can do
That was the
10.
one.
I can do 10 at a time. So if there's
Oh, okay,
100,
no.
right? So if there's if there's 100, then I'd have to have 10 votes, and then put in a qualifier to bring, you know, people up, and that was essentially the algorithm. But because I'm me, I looked at different ways of doing it, and there's something called paired rating or paired polling, which is something I understood when I read it, and then when I tried to put it together, I'm like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Way too far away from math in high school. All right, let's get through this.
Don't fall for it, Doom. Come on, you're
And feel free to pop in if you have something you want to say and tell me to pause it.
smarter than this, Doom.
I might have done that before we got halfway through it.
You're smarter than this, okay? Stop this.
We have to go back because I think we missed something.
Yeah.
Is a fucking gooner, all right?
Maybe
Doom's in the chat on Rumble. Imagine your grandfather is a Dabbleverse live streamer upstairs in the spare room yelling at numero uno Josh Teddy fan while you're visiting for the weekend. You see that, Schmuel? When Doom puts it like that, you kind of sound like a fucking loser.
Sorry. Speaking of Haley, she's the one that told me about
By the way, Doom in the chat said, Buckman is a nice guy. I like him, but he confused the fuck out of me. I don't understand anything he does. Don't fall for it, Doom. Come on, you're smarter than this, Doom.
Pause.
Go ahead.
I now know why you wanted to go back, because you missed a bit where Doom said that you were smart. So that makes sense. We skipped a bit where Doom complimented you, so I understand now why we had to go back.
It's Mersh's reaction, but I wanted
Sure.
what I liked about Mersh, what I liked about that was what do you call it? I dug the fact that 1 second he's like telling Doom how fantastic they are, and then a minute later he gets another comment. And it's all of a sudden, Doom, you're smarter than that. You're better than that. Lots of turning. You used to say you're actually a Gentile. Why did you stop? I've never said I was a Gentile. And I've never said I was well, actually, I did jokingly say it to Marsh that I was Jewish. But my basic religion is that of an atheist. So hopefully that's the answer to your question. But Anonymous, thank you very much for the $3. I appreciate it.
Can I ask you a quick follow-up to that? So,
go ahead.
I don't know if you've ever watched a guy called Louis Theroux. He's a British kind of documentarian. Really good. He did a lot of stuff with early on with Michael Moore. That's where he learnt his trade, and then he's done a shit ton of stuff in America since. He had one where he went to this like neo-Nazi party essentially, and they were talking to him, and then they just kind of went to him, Louis, are you a Jew? And he was like, I don't want to answer that. And they're like, why? Because you're Jewish and you're scared because we're like Nazis. And he's like, no, I just don't feel comfortable answering that. Is that why you don't outright address it either way? Because you're kind of like, I don't like the insinuation of me having to kind of address if I'm like, I think, do you not get born into being a Jew? Is that kind of like if you're a man, like if you're born, if you're a male born into a Jewish family, you're Jewish? Is that how it passes on? I'm not 100%
no,
sure.
it passes on from the mother. It passes on from the mother. So if the mother is Jewish, then the children are Jewish. Doesn't matter what the father is.
Yes.
Or you could convert and become a Jew, right? But the Jews don't evangelize, so they're not like the ones that go out and they don't recruit. Is the easiest way to put that. But no more. It's because I just don't want to be pinholed, which is why I chose the name Schmuel, because it's so generic.
Obviously,
and
sure.
no one would possibly guess. So, but religious wise, and I've said it before, religious wise is like I'm of the mixed variety. So there you go. And Sorcerer Gypsy for $1.99. Great show, guys. Thank you, Sorcerer. Appreciate your $1.99. And Sorcerer, I'm begging you to come on. Begging. All right.
Why don't you go on MLC, Buckman? I know they had the little thing where you were kind of like, pay me, bitch. Pay me $20 and I'll come on. And now it's kind of probably an ego thing between both you and KB to who bends the knee. Why don't you go on? Because I think that would be the best 5 minutes of Dabbleverse content for the week before you get kicked off. What's holding you back? Just pride?
Well, I have did you say praise?
Pride, beg your pardon.
Oh,
just
pride? I just don't have any desire. It's like every fucking mook in the universe wants to go on MLC, and I'm like, I just don't want to do. I don't want to do it. I turned down the link a couple of weeks ago. I did go on MLC once, right? And and KB was all pissed off at me from the start because I made him wait like 2 hours for me.
Big time.
And then he threw me off very quickly because I asked him why he was so concerned with other people's money. And I think the line that I used at one point was "You're better than this," and that was boom. And then he kicked me off. I didn't know I'd been kicked off. I thought I'd done something because that's me. And I go back on. I'm like, oh, did you kick me off or did I fuck up? And he's like, I kicked you off. Oh, okay. And then he asked me another question. I answered that. And then I got kicked off for good. But I'm not. I know that KB is talented. Like I can recognize his talent. I can see all that stuff. But
like Karmic. I remember you saying how talented Karmic was. That was one of your first bits of praise, right? You were saying how talented Karmic was. I remember about a year back. Except
now I did find out that maybe we were misled. Because I was basing that on the belief that he could play instruments and that he was musically inclined. I listened to the guy, right? To what the guy said, and I took him at his word. And now, what are we, let's say a year later, nothing new on the AI front, nothing new in the, he's still doing, he's the same gimmick over and over again. I'm not going to read the free chat. I read the free chat. I get all upset. I go from a high to a low. Felicia, I'm in love. I'm not in, I should apologize for that. You know what? I'm making a note now. Apology show for calling Karmic talented. All right. It's down there. Shuli Madoff for $5. Thank you, buddy. Did I say it right this time? Anti-Semitism might be on the rise, but anti-Schmuel is on the decline. Assalamu alaikum, my Jewish brother. Thank you, Shuli.
Yeah,
I
Shuli.
appreciate that. Thank you for the 5, buddy. So
He's a good Joey C fan. Is that Shuli? He keeps Joey on his toes. It's very fun to watch.
have you met any people like in so like they're in the Dabbleverse or they're one of your fans and like they're they seem to be a fan or whatever we want to call them that they are, and
Chaz.
and then you find out that you know they love somebody that you think stinks, and they're over on your they're on your stream and they're like, Echo, you're fantastic. Echo, I love your show. Echo, I'm over. And then they're on the other guy's show and they're, man, that fucking Echo sucks.
Okay. No, I don't really creep up on people like that. But no, I've got a few people who obviously play both sides, but I enjoy it. I think some of the chatters are very creative with their trolling. So yeah, it's fun.
You talking about Chow?
No, Chow blocked me like a year ago because he got upset at a comment I made. No, I'm not talking about Chow.
I have two people. I have two people blocked in my YouTube chat, and they are Chow and Ava. And there's a million I could give you a million reasons.
I'd unblock Ava. I would if I was you. There's no reason not to with Ava. Yeah, she super chats you. She super tips you. So
the reason why, whatever. The reason why I do it is because just the amount of attention seeking is just overwhelming, and it's like to the point where they're tying up the chat, and it's always stupid shit. It's always trying to get you off base or the guest off base, and how many like black cock jokes can I put up with, or diapers or whatever. It's just ridiculous.
Don't you enjoy that from some people though? So like for example, Victoria is very good at throwing me off. Just a very smart, well-timed comment can kind of throw me off a tangent. Not so much Mr. Bibley, but AB's very good at doing it as well, where they will be following what's going on. They'll make a valid point, and you'll be like, fuck. Okay, yeah, no, I guess I was going the wrong way. I understand what you're saying with Chow. Like, if he's just saying nonsense or Ava just saying nonsense, then yeah, sure, it's not that fun to.
So, yeah, you're going to get look, man, I will get thrown off by a Victoria. I will get thrown off by an AB, sometimes a Bibley. And there's somebody else or an Ozone, but there.
You mean Oracle.
It's like the chats that they send are like quick, intelligent, like they're pithy little kind of gotcha things that throw you off. So it's not just 100%. Do you wear diapers? Which is I think a big one, or. Boomers destroyed the country, or how many black cocks have you had in your ass? It's like
0.
I don't get thrown off by that. I just get like when they don't get attention, they start piling on in the chat, and then the chat starts fighting with them, and it's just like I can't. But Chow built me brick by brick, so it was time for the baby to leave the bird's nest. Bo Beardington, never trust a pineapple.
My man. How's it going, Bo?
I've heard that. So I want to address this. Latanya Vegas, I love Latanya. Blocking is so gay, though. And so you say that like gay is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not like a flaccid dick put up your ass, Latanya. It's not that gay. But no, it's funny saying blocking's so gay because people will use that to kind of go, well, I'm going to spam your chat or I'm going to annoy you or blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, but it's also quite annoying to be blocked or to be timed out. So if you're allowed to fuck with me, I'm definitely allowed to fuck with you. It's my fucking stream. So yeah, I had that earlier with Final Boss who took it like a champ. He was spamming chink towers in my chat, which was very funny. So I timed him out, which was equally funny. But yeah.
So we've got a super chat, but first, Stallion 19. Boom. The real ones know it was Ray that built Schmuel.
Mm.
Ray actually said to me, and he was really mad at me one day for something, and I probably mentioned his name on a stream, and he was like, "You're just using me as a stepping stone," and I was
Yeah,
like,
you were. Thanks,
to
Ray.
what?
Bye,
To
Ray.
where? To where? And but because he lost, he got really upset when KB with the whole airport in Cleveland, like, does it close or not close? And he just lost. He lost his shit. Latanya, my deal, saying I've never blocked anyone. That's fine, and I've only blocked 2 people. I'm not for just blocking people. I don't. That might be gay, as you call it. But at the same time, my view is my chat's great. I want to give them the opportunity to chat and to enjoy themselves and not be subjected to somebody with, 10, 12 chats in a row with just stupid shit. And Diablo Sandwich for $2. But do you wear
That's good.
diapers? Not only do I not wear diapers, but for a man of 64 years old, I've got a stream that I will compete with the big boys on. So
Wow.
there you go.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
I hate to say this, but I think I technically agree with Ray. Maybe not so much now, and that might be the stupidest thing I've ever said. I agree with Ray DeVito. But there was definitely at least a feeling over the last 6 months that you were kind of climbing the Dabbleverse ladder in terms of where you were. And maybe because you got a bit more successful as things were going on as well. So maybe that's just it. But it seemed to me like you were trying to grab onto the Bob, Dixon, Haley kind of level and leave all of us chumps behind. But yeah, anyway, sorry, Anonymous.
no, which is very cool. Anonymous for $3. You said I'm Irish, not Jewish. My dad liked Hebrew. I don't think I've ever said that, Anonymous. But there's a group chat that if you're cool enough, they'll let you be a member of. And Stevie Lou is in, so I imagine anybody can get into it. Where I actually went through like the whole ancestry DNA and where it all comes from. So you could look there, but thank you. I disagree, but at the same time, I understand it was. Look, my goal has been to build the channel, and I was doing what I could to build the channel. I wasn't using Ray as a stepping stone. When Ray would ask me on, I would go on, and that was pretty much it. I wasn't asking Ray for the link, or any of those things. Levy approached me. I didn't approach him. Dixon and I have known each other for a long time. So there's that. And would I complain if I got to Haley level? Well, hopefully not the state the way it is, but or Dixon level. No, I certainly wouldn't complain about it. And I think people saying, "Oh, I don't want to do that." I think that that's a little bit disingenuous. I think all of us as stream would like to see bigger numbers.
Where's your cap in the Dabbleverse? I don't know if you're similar to, and I don't mean what you're wearing. Where do you see yourself kind of like, I don't think I'll ever get past that point. Do you have one? Because you are American, so you might not be as pessimistic as me. But is there a level where you go, look, I ain't going to be getting this amount per stream, or you're like, I might be the next massive show in the Dabbleverse?
I don't count the money that much. Like, I don't really look at the end of the show.
I don't mean money. I mean more views. I mean more views. Yeah.
Look, the only one that I really thought of was breaking 100. It was like, I want to break 100. I want to break 100. And sometimes we break it. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes the shows suck. And I've got 30 viewers. So, but the 100 was the number. and I think the next number is like, if I could regularly get 150, I would be happy.
Mm.
But look, if I got 500, that'd be great. I just don't think that I offer enough to get 500. So
Mhm.
there's that. And look at this. Kimberly 9111 gifted 5 Schmuel Buckman memberships. Thank you very much, Kimberly.
Justice for
And
Tim. Good work.
for all the people that what do you call it? Got free memberships, feel free to pass them on. But thank you so much.
You
I was doing the
grifting
steel toe
bastard.
bit.
Have you ever figured out? I've offered to teach you about 3 different times how to give away your free memberships at the start of a
No,
month.
I have never figured. I have
No
never
wonder
figured
people
it.
call you a Jew, right? Mersh, you're right. He's a filthy
Yeah.
Jew. You're correct. Yeah.
And of course our boy. Hold on a second here. I gotta love Panhandler. Why punish people like that, Carm? Kim.
Kim.
It's Muzzy Celtic. It's quality, not quantity, Buck. I will say that I feel that I was blessed, to use a term, with a great chat. Like, what I get from them, got people like Victoria, Bibley, AB, Ozone, NJ Ranger, and whatnot, is they make me think. And I couldn't ask, that's really what I couldn't ask more of.
Your chat's a lot less toxic than it used to be, I think. I don't know if you've noticed that or if it hasn't really been noticeable for you. But I remember 6 months plus ago, I'd go in your chat and I'd be like, I can't even join in on this because it's like so bad. And now you go in it and it is one of the better chats. I think it's part of why I enjoy watching your stream as well.
When you get rid of Chow and Ava,
fairly good.
things,
that's why.
Things happen. No, there's a certain amount of, look, I don't know exactly how to do it or what you would say, or maybe it sounds pompous, but there's a certain curation to the chat, right? Like, you need to sometimes just ignore the shitty stuff and highlight the good stuff. And eventually, because the people that are toxic in your chat a lot of times are people that are attention seekers, right? And they want attention or they want a reaction or whatever. And if they don't get it, and they're not going to get it, and the other chatters ignore them as well, they do tend, I think they tend to disappear. But I also think that when you start to get around 75 viewers and whatnot, they're moving on to somebody smaller that they can get, that
More
they
attention
can
from.
really, because there's more potential for reaction and people like them. Terry Nee for $2. Echo won't take his dog to the vet. Don't tell me you're
She's
a
not
dog
sick,
anti-vaxxer.
Terry, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Terry Nee. God damn it.
Kim Boley 9111.
I'll teach him.
Learn to give
I'll
those
teach him.
memberships, Buck. I will. Maybe even if I can keep him awake a little bit today, I'll get it done tonight. And D Waver gifted 1 Schmuel Buckman membership. Hey, thank you so much, D Waver. Thank you to Terry Nee for the $2 and Kimberly, and I think I got everybody. Okay, it sounds
You do
good.
forget sometimes to thank people. Like I've been very impressed today. And I don't know if that's just because I'm British or not, but sometimes I'm kind of like, fuck me, Buckman. Like, you're asking why you don't get as much as other people in donations, and sometimes you are fairly dismissive of the donations. But I'm not saying do an AI drop. I'm just saying in general. But maybe you forget.
No, I'm not. Look, I do. There is a certain amount of me that forgets, but I'm also like, a lot of times what happens with super chats and stuff for me is that what the person is saying is what's important to me, and then I'm reading that and I'm highlighting. It makes me think, and then I move without the thanking them. So I do. I love it. I mean, I can't. It amazes me. I really am thankful. So it's not like me being a scumbag. It's just me being an idiot. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of that, and there are also people who will send in super chats or whatever that they, like a Dan, this guy will send in a super chat, like just trying to get a reaction or it's something stupid. And okay, thank you. Like I'm not going over, like, and I don't care. I did get, like, I got one from Ava the other night, a $10 super chat. And
She's generous, she is.
I saw it, read it, and refunded it because I wasn't going to put it up. And it's like, hey, you stole from me, whatever. I refunded it, and it cost me money to refund it. I refunded it right away because it's like, I don't do this for the money. Not that the money's not important, and not that I wouldn't like it. And look, if I became Mr. Beast, would I complain? Probably no. But at the same time, it's, I'm not going to be stuttering John, is I guess what it is, like, but there we go. All right. Should we get back to this?
Yeah,
and
sure.
How much time do you have? I just want to know.
Infinite. I don't start my new job till the 31st, so I can stay up a bit longer. About
all right. What time is it where you are?
20 past 10.
Okay, cool. All right. So maybe we'll go about 2 hours. All right.
It's not on screen.
I know, because I'm an idiot. I said that already. You're supposed to be aware of it. I have to switch scenes.
I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware you're an idiot.
Stop confusing people being outwardly polite with being good people. Schmuel Buckman is a piece of shit. He swept for Kumia. He swept for fucking Haley. He'll sweep for anybody he thinks will give him a little taste of clout. Fuck Schmuel Buckman. And I'm going to be honest with you, Doom.
Can I give you my view of what that is?
Please.
I believe that Mersch's definition of sweeping is not agreeing with him, right? If you don't agree with him, then you're sweeping for somebody else. He does not take being contradicted well. Let's put it to you that way. I have to put this up.
Yeah, go for it. It's fun.
But only because it makes so much sense. Terry Nee 4108 for $2. Should Echo rent out his forehead to clippers?
Massive old head, this big old noggin. Yes, Terry Nee. Yes, I will rent this forehead out.
I once had a chick say about me, not to me, about me, but I overheard it going about this was like, it's like a fucking IMAX screen. And
there you go.
I was like, all right. Sorry, man. All right. We're back here. Let's go back to Mercy Boy.
If you can't see through Schmuel Buckman's fucking routine, you're fucking weak too. You're fucking weak, Doom, and you need to get your fucking shit together. Maybe you need to recalibrate. Maybe you need to get some fucking anger back in your belly. Because if you can't see through this disingenuous Jew routine, then you need a fucking CAT scan. You shouldn't be influencing narratives if you're this fucking stupid, Doom. And I mean that with some respect. But if you think Schmuel Buckman's a good guy, you're a fucking idiot. Period.
The prompter feature.
Grow the fuck up.
On EVMux. And so I'm trying to use that. And for some reason, it does not work. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Which shocked.
I'm taking a flamethrower to this shit. I'm sorry. All of you people need to snap the fuck out of this. Like seriously. Oh, Buckman, he's nice. So I guess, Haley sent me a hoodie, so I guess she can kick in the door waving the 4-4. All you heard was, Haley, don't hit me no more. Yeah. You send me a hoodie if I have cancer. You can do home invasions. You can.
I know he's doing it like to make content and try to make it funny, etc. But clearly, what the guy's trying to say is, I get it's fun to shit on Hayley, but she's been nothing but good to me. So I'm gonna sit this one out. It might be a weird thing to super chat someone, I guess, or super tip them, but I get what the guy was saying, and yeah, sure, Mersh, there's not a lot you can say back to that unless you're going to be serious and go, well, fair enough. I hope you get well soon. I hope the cancer doesn't come back. Goodbye. But yeah, I get what that guy was trying to say. He's just trying to say, well, actually, she seems pretty good behind the scenes. Maybe there's more to it than I thought. But whatever.
Well, you know, Hayley has figured out that chemotherapy centers are untouched retail. And if she could just break into that market, she'd sell dozens of these.
I'm removing myself from that comment, Hayley. I do not agree with that. I don't think that's an appropriate joke to make at this point either. So Buckman is a piece of shit, and he will be doing an apology stream this Saturday.
Yeah. She's just, it's like, the thing is it's the problem with Mersh in this regard is what Hayley did is a nice thing, right? And more importantly, Hayley had to pay for the shirt, for the sweatshirt. It's not, or the hoodie. It's not like she got it. It wasn't like she was someplace and she got an Echo Pineapple hoodie, and then she gave that she'd gotten for nothing to somebody else. And then
why would she get it for nothing? What are you trying to say about my stuff? Piece of shit.
I don't know. Somebody got it. Somebody actually bought it to make you feel good about yourself. And, you know,
Jesus.
But there's no way they're going to walk around with an Echo Pineapple shirt on. So let me give it to the cancer patient. They don't care. They don't care about what they wear.
Fuck you, Buckman. Fuck you, Buckman. At DoubleCon 3, yeah, I guarantee there's going to be at least 3 people with Echo Pineapple stuff on, and you're going to feel stupid. So
you're probably right. I'm the only the only thing I saw with me on it was Deng Lizard had the Schmuel sighting hoodie, which Penny then got and wore. So I wonder if that's been thrown in the fire.
Maybe.
But
no, I doubt it, because Dork kept his shirt that he got from from Hayley. So.
Yeah, but that's because he wants to own her. You know, that's like his way of...
Got you.
Sell heroin. If you're polite, you can be a lying, sniveling, disingenuous Jew. What's the other one?
It could be possibly true. Not saying sometimes I can't.
I don't know if it's because I was hunched over the fucking.
So it's like it's in my head, but it doesn't get to my mouth. So I thought I would do that. So I just want to say, sincere. This is the sincere part first.
I'll tell you what. Say anything at this point, Schmuel. I just skipped ahead to 10 minutes. Say something.
I'm slow rolling it, Mersh. I learned that from Hayley. I mean it.
Exactly.
And I don't want to bury it under everything else. I'm proud of Hayley. People actually turn their lives around. To me, don't get enough credit in this business. And I feel like she's done the work. And, so that's real.
I'm proud of Hayley.
I'm not debating.
I'm proud of her. Which part? The home invasion, the methamphetamine, the weed, or the heroin selling? Which part? The being an insufferable fucking moral scolding trad cunt who got exposed? Which part are you proud of? The fact that she got exposed and then lied about it and then had to do another stream to concede the truth because she got caught lying? Which part are you proud of her about?
Pause.
Listen to this guy. I'm proud of you, kiddo.
Answer him. Go on. Fucking, there you go. He just asked you a direct question. You can confront him and you can tell him what you're proud of. You can clarify.
What I'm proud of.
It doesn't get to be one way. Yeah, you can give him a response.
You know, my biggest source of pride is that I'm not him.
No, you're saying you're proud of Hayley. You weren't saying you're proud that you're not Mersh.
No, I think that I like Hayley. I think it's do think it's a bad situation. I think it does come off as hypocrisy that you were complaining about. You know, or making commentary on other people and then not coming out with it. And then when you got caught and came out with it, I think you had a choice, which was to not address it or to address it fully and honestly. And that didn't happen. So that's why I'm proud of Haley.
That doesn't make no sense. Can I answer it for you? Are you proud of Haley because she was in a very bad situation and she isn't in that situation anymore?
She's got. Look, in my view, I've met her husband. I think you probably did as well.
Yes.
I've met her husband. I've spent a lot of time talking to her. She's helped me a lot with streaming, and I would not have. Having met her, I would not have thought that she was addicted to drugs at some point or whatever. She did not come across to me as any of the things that those police reports and stuff reveal. So, that means that you've changed your life dramatically.
And that's what you're proud of.
I think that's something that you should be proud of. And
agreed.
I also don't think that having done those things and whatnot that she did, the whole thing, I don't think that those would have been looked on the way they're looked on today if she had admitted this stuff, brought it out in the beginning. But I guess I do understand.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I guess I do understand the not I don't really want to do it, but you're Haley, and you're the one. You are a journalist, right? A writer. You've got to know that this is going to come out at some point. So, go ahead.
I feel bad for a few people kind of caught in not similar situations, but I mean in terms of yourself, me to a tiny degree. I feel really bad for me, obviously, but Dean and what have you, and people like Moody and what have you, obviously very much friendly and friends with Haley, and then get kind of put in a situation where it's right, am I just going to outright refuse to comment on it? And I gave Dean a little bit of shit over it, to be honest, just because he very much is someone who will call these things out regardless of who it is. And the fact that he was no, I'm not going to address it at all, I was a little bit surprised by. I think the only real criticism I can really have is, like you say, I think because she is smart, she is a very smart person, she kind of thought that she says, I knew it would come out. I think she thought maybe it wouldn't, and then when it did come out, she thought she could spin it in a way where it would still be another win for the PSAP. So I think that's the only real criticism I would give her, because you're right, with the shit that happened in the past, it's in the past. It's obviously not great stuff, but I didn't live my life like her, so I can't really judge her, I guess.
I'm just one of the things, and I said this in the stream, was part of why I was disappointed was because I felt like people like Dean and I and others were being thrown under the bus by this. It was like there was no consideration for how people who support you and have been friends with you and whatnot would be looked upon.
Yeah, but first and foremost, you got to think about yourself. With everything, unfortunately, you do have to think about yourself. And at what point would it have been good for her to go, by the way, here's a lot of information about me that will probably partially dox me, that maybe might never come out.
I'm proud Haley has enough.
Oh,
sorry.
Plate. No, go on, Joey.
I apologize. I didn't realize that was voice.
No,
I just thought I was putting it up.
It's fine.
Right.
I'm proud Haley has enough dignity to try and cover up how much of a piece of shit she was and how she isn't that person today. I'm sweeping because I don't give a fuck what she did 16 years ago. Want to know what I did 10 years ago?
Thank you, Joey, for that. Appreciate it. The problem is, I think, for Joey is that nobody believes that his stuff is 10 or 15 years old. And Serenity Now celebrates 2 months of membership. Mersh was a pro Ralph Throughway. Worse. What changed? Oh, he didn't predict that one. Is that what we're saying there, Serenity Now? Ice Dancer says, I just want to smile and laugh. And a
Get out
lovely
of the
smile
chat.
it is. Is
Get
she
out
not
of the
allowed in the
Nice
chat?
Dancer. She's not allowed in chats. Get out.
I do seem to remember Mersh complaining that she was in other people's chats.
He's just fucking around.
And I do know that he specifically complained about her being in my chat. So maybe he thinks I was going to sweep her off her feet and steal her from him.
Yeah, it's not like you offered to fly her out to Vegas or anything creepy like that.
I did not. I just saying I did
Chaperone,
not offer
to chaperone.
I did not. No. No. I didn't offer to chaperone anyone, and I did not offer to fly Ice out to Vegas. I offered to start a GoFundMe so Ice could fly out to Vegas, not knowing that flying out had a kind of, can't get my arm in there, a little meaning I wasn't aware of. And when it comes to Scarlett and the chaperone thing, that was a comment that said, I hope somebody chaperones her because these animals will have a field day. No, man, I can't. Those days are over. You met my wife, I think. You saw her at least.
I never met the lovely Cookie, unfortunately.
But you did. But you saw her, right? I mean, whatever.
Well,
anyway,
thanks to Tommy Jordan, sure. Yeah.
Right. So did half the universe. But look, I'm very lucky, and I'd be. There's no one else out there that would be worth screwing that up for. So
fourth time the charm, right? Go for it.
Third.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
Jesus Christ. Kinky Loco, 100% correct. Schmuel doesn't deserve Cookie. You're not the first one to say that. And what's kind of funny is we celebrate 14 years in October, and a bunch of Cookie's friends when we first started dating were, you could really do better. What do you see in him? Like, why would you do that? And here we are 14 years later, and these single broads,
and they're all dead.
These single broads who were telling her you could do better are still single broads. One of them is dead.
Good.
But all right, here we go.
Bitch.
You know what that is, Schmuel? That's the kind of shit creepy old guys say in women's DMs.
Again, I put this out there. Any woman that feels that I've creeped in their DMs, feel free to post the DMs.
Lady KB.
Lady KB could probably put them on. Lady KB is probably the safest of all of the people. I'm a trier, right? I will try. I will try many things, but sometimes I know when I ain't gonna win. I ain't gonna get anywhere. It's pointless. So
you forget I watch your show. I watched your show with what's his name, DJ Khaled.
God damn, I hate this fucking guy.
Superstar Rel. No,
that's the one. Yeah, very nice chap. Yeah, very nice guy. But you were kind of like, oh yeah, this lady KB, yeah, she's well fit. Let me see if I can get a picture. Then she sends you a picture, and you're like, oh, normally you can see like her knockers and stuff, but yeah, she's well fit. And I'm like, shut up, Buckman. Leave this poor guy alone. He just wants to have a nice little chat about rap music or whatever it was. But yeah.
No, it was. Hey man, he enjoyed it, and the people enjoyed it. So all right. And we've got, I think I put this up, that was up already, that's Serenity Now. Okay, that one had already been up. Let's just get back to our little stream. Is anybody? That's kind of about as soft as I'm going to get on this, because I think this stuff needs to be said plainly. My actual issue, and it's totally not the one I spoke about on Thursday night. It's not the past. You know, the past is the past. And that's what reform means. And as much as I criticize...
No. You know what the past is the past? You know that the past is the past is the battle cry of...
This is where we get hero merch.
Shitty people with shitty pasts. Now, I have a past that's full of mistakes. I've made some errors. I've fucked my life up here and there, but I didn't fuck other people over. And I don't, I'm one of those people that
It's gone.
Hold on.
Shitty pasts are a part of who you are. It doesn't go away. The past is not in the past. It is a fucking archive of who you are as a person. It makes up your body of work in life. It's part of your fucking...
All right.
You right?
No,
kind
I'm
of
having a
shit
stroke.
that gets said by heroin dealers, home invaders, and cheating whores. Let's let the past be the past. Oh, because your past sucks. I'm rather proud of my past. I've overcome a lot of shit. I like to talk about my past, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because it makes me who I am. Tug Simp said you sold drugs. I sure did. And I never, ever lied about it. You're missing the plot. Matter of fact, Tug Simp, get the fuck out of here. Your takes are shit. Go suck Melton's fat Percocet addicted dick and burn in hell. I'm tired of your takes, Tug Simp. Your shitty takes on Twitter, your shitty takes in my chat room. Take your fucking bullshit act somewhere else. You've never had a good take in your life. You're right. I did sold drugs, and I told you about it from the first day I ever streamed. Hi, I'm Mersh. I used to run strip clubs and sell pussy and coke. I was a fucking piece of shit. I've fucking been through some real shit in life. Yes. Might chase off.
You know what's funny is that I think that there are a lot of people that think Mersh didn't run strip clubs the way he talks about it, didn't sell coke the way he talks about it. It's like,
What embellishes?
yeah,
Do you mean?
I'm a white guy from Queens, and I'm trying to, I want to be like, you know, I was a bad boy, but I may be wrong.
I don't know as well with this whole stance of like it protects you from being a hypocrite, but it doesn't really help you anywhere else. So the fact you're like, well, everyone knew everything about me when I started streaming, whether it is voluntary or not, Mersh. Like if you started streaming and people already knew you and they knew you did these things, then sure, like you can call people out on this stuff and not be a hypocrite for doing it. But in terms of like what Haley did compared to what you did, you still kind of have to take that a bit into consideration. You know, if the thou without sin or whatever the fuck they say, cast the first stone or whatever the fuck, it is still a little bit hypocritical, even if you've always been honest about it. You know, to kind of be judging someone for doing it. But whatever.
Tug Simp, my point wasn't that he told everyone about it. It was that he sold drugs too. Tug Simp, you're loved here. Don't worry about it.
That could have saved me 2 minutes, Tug Simp, if that came up earlier. That's pretty much what I was trying to say.
This is Sam Bibley. Being a hypocrite is cool, except when it bothers me. Don't read this sarcastically as a criticism of somebody else. I am earnestly talking about myself. But no, Tugs is good with us. So, and having a bad take, I guess Mersh is a showman, but having a bad take does not warrant this level of losing your shit.
Some people early on. Who gives a fuck? It's better to chase him out now than have him find out what a piece of shit I was and lied about it later. If you think this is about selling drugs, you think I'm...
Or are you lying about this now? But, you know, that's just me. All right. Speaking
is that
of
a play on words by a Big W out of interest? Selling drugs
is dope if you brag about it. Yes. It's not only a play on words, it's also on point.
There you go.
This, what we're going to play right now, when I said, remember earlier about criticizing and judging Haley for selling drugs.
Yes.
Man, don't sell drugs. I think heroin should be legal. I think cocaine should be legal. I am a libertarian. I think the only drug on planet Earth that should be illegal is Narcan. If you would like my humble, honest opinion, I think heroin should be legal. I think Narcan should be illegal. I think everyone should be allowed to do what they want to do. And guess what? Deal with the consequences if you die. Natural selection, bitch. So
It's all legal. He's a libertarian. It should happen. So he should be upset that Haley was arrested, right? I mean,
He's not upset about that. Let's not be disingenuous. He's upset that she was, in his own words, a hypocrite about it and judged others despite having that extensive history herself. I think that's what he's upset with. He's not upset that she was a drug dealer or what have you. If we're going to be fair.
So there's no hypocrisy in this guy talking about how much the money that he makes on stream and how great he is for spending 2 years having to sleep on the couch of his friend's house because he didn't have any money, or that he owes the IRS hundreds of thousands, at least north of $100,000 because he didn't bother paying his taxes, or that he had his car repossessed. Yes, those are not things to be ashamed of. All right, I get it. I'm getting it. It's taking me time, but I'm getting it.
No, I don't moral scold drug dealers. I respect drug dealers. There's a lot of people out there that do not have opportunities in life, can't get a leg up in this world, and rather than go out and steal shit, rather than go out and steal catalytic converters or do home invasions or whatever the fuck else, they got a quantity of an item that other adults are interested in purchasing for a price, they buy it for $5 and they sell it for $10. I respect that. I respect drug dealers a hell of a lot more than I respect a lot of other people in life. I respect drug dealers a hell of a lot more than I respect hedge fund managers and vulture capitalists and fucking senators and politicians.
Right, mumbling, Nick. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
I think I'm fucking upset that she sold drugs. No, I'm upset that she built an entire fucking streaming career wagging her finger at people for every little fucking crime, flaw, mistake, everything they've ever made, while acting like she was this pure virgin who's never done anything wrong. And she got exposed. And it's funny to me. Has Tug Simp ever had a good take? I don't think so.
That's what non-disclosure does. It doesn't protect you. It arms a situation.
Gun Grease in the chat said the libertarian legal drug argument is so infantile. If you paid for your bad decisions, I'd be fine with it. Who pays for the medical? Society. Who pays for the crime? Society. Grow up. You're paying for it now. I don't think we need any more of this clip, pal. I'll be honest.
I think there were one or two things.
Good? Is there something good?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just check it.
Okay.
But I think there were one or two things in here. But look,
it's a strong start for sure.
But well, this is actually, you know what? You could call it a strong start. This is a bit of my favorite part, because this, it, to me, reveals Mersh as who Mersh is, and I always enjoy that stuff. And hold, please. What he was saying was, I said, that's not what a non-disclosure does. It doesn't protect you. It arms the situation. And the guy with the libertarian legal argument, and but I want to go here because I just want to tear something apart that he said as just being decidedly stupid, and I think it's right here.
You act like you right now with prohibition, you're living in a world where fucking heroin addicts are not charging up Narcan, running up your hospital bills, giving fake names at the hospital. Shut the fuck up. You're already paying for it.
I would like to point out that even in the United States, with all of the problems that we had with prohibition, alcohol consumption dropped significantly during that time. So you applying that to this drug argument, making it legal, would mean a lot more people would be using it. So we would still have to pay. Even in his scheme, it's not just that we'd have to pay for it. We'd have to pay for it 2 or 3 or 4 times what we're paying for it now. And let's do the. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's go to 2239. Now I'm doing the Ranger thing, and I'm just going to talk about that. And this is the last we'll do with this, which is the part of him referring to me and notes.
What a fucking...
I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong minute. 23:29. All right, close enough for government work. I told you that's how I operate. I'm really not pretending otherwise now. Secondly, I've known people have actually changed, and I default to believing that's possible. So I was primed for a charitable read. I could have a teleprompter crumb bum, but I'm not telepromptering. I've got notes, and I'm reading off them. I could read a statement, but it just doesn't. It's not me. All right. But this is the part that actually didn't matter.
You're literally reading from something. You dumb fuck. I'm watching you. Your eyes are down and they're going from left to right. Or in your Jewish case, maybe from right to left. I don't know. The point is, you're reading something. So what the fuck? Oh, I can't read a statement, but I've got bullet points. Oh, so you're still a disingenuous fuck.
I just said, right? I'm not using a teleprompter. I've got notes and I'm reading off them. But this this is because I'm not as good as Mersh, and I want him to learn me something.
Cannot just stream of consciousness express how you feel. Like the rest of us. Like, Schmuel's the type of guy who will talk all this shit about how fucked up I am and how I need to mature and I need to do this. Hey, Schmuel, at least I can express myself like a man.
I'm in your feelings, pal.
And at least I can tell people how I feel about shit without having to read notes. How old are you? You literally wrote bullet points for your little press conference? This is embarrassing. Why can't you stop? Why can't Haley just stop? All Haley and you and any of you people, all any of you had to do was shut the fuck up for a couple days. Just admit it, own it, shut the fuck up about it for a couple days, and let the shit blow over. But you guys are incapable of it. All of you fucking idiots are just incapable of owning your mistakes. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Definitely feeling about this one. So I think that's enough. But I am blown. It just, the whole Mersh thing kind of just blows me away, because it's like Aaron giving me advice, you know.
You used to be such good friends as well. So sad.
So yeah, and it was like this is what's so wild about this as well, is like all of the things that he was complaining about me, and the simping and the friends and all this other stuff was no different than what I had done with him, right? And then he was coming on the show, and we were goofing around, and it all changed over because of something I said, that he was convinced that Ice Dancer had fed to me to feed to him. And I didn't know her name, you know? And it was just like, I think, you know, I basically said something like, you know, you're pretty, I think I said, I'm a fan of relationships. Like I'm a fan of relationships. Don't fuck this up. And that's when I became the hard R.
Yes, you'll always be known as the hard R around here, Mr. Schmuel Buckman.
Connor 1234 gifted 5 Schmuel Buckman memberships. Thank you so much, Connor. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, good work, you nerd. Good work, Connor.
All right. Yeah. So Mersh thinks Schmuel audience is all believing here. Mersh thinks Schmuel's audience is all sitting here believing Schmuel's every word. I get. I mean, I understand it all, but I'm not worried about it. This isn't me going after Mersh's audience. This is me just commenting on Mersh. And what I feel like is Mersh's disingenuous reaction to this bullshit. But I give him credit, because I've been going hard at him for quite a while, and so this is nice that he got a chance to come back after me.
Can we do a list of people that you've fallen out with? Because that's another thing. I always kind of suspected with you that is I don't count. I'm not really important, but like there was Joey, there was Karmic, there was Mersh. Who else?
Okay,
Ava.
Joey
me,
and
sure.
Joey and Karmic don't count, because I never. Well, Karmic certainly, because I didn't have a falling out with Karmic as much as
Kiki. That's another
my association with Pat Dixon is what precipitated the Karmic falling out.
Dan
not
as well.
not whatever.
No, it was you. You were on the Pat Dixon stream with him, where he paid like $100 or whatever to get on, right? And you were going at him like you went at Kiki when she was crying on Hughesy's stream. So yeah,
I was just
there's obviously
asking.
Dan
I
as
was
well.
just asking questions. Just
being
asking
honest
questions.
reporting.
Well, he was doing. Look, he was doing. It was bullshit what he was saying, right? And so I was asking questions, and that's where the famous. I have no idea the shut up Schmuel thing came from. So that that was the what do you call it? That's where that came from. And
so what did I list? 6 people there that you were friendly with and that you deliberately started a fight with to cause drama? Is there anyone else? Anyone in chat remember anymore?
What do you mean by
Stevie Lou?
What do you mean by deliberate? What do you mean by
Well,
deliberately fought with?
Kind of seems deliberate. Like the Kiki stuff seemed kind of to pick at random to have a go at her. Dan stuff, fair enough. Dan was kind of quite heavily on you. The karmic thing seemed a bit deliberate. Joey thing definitely seemed deliberate. Me, I guess I'm pretty annoying, so I'll give you a pass with that one.
All right, so let's go through them, and this could be my. This, I can make a list.
Chat gonna help.
Anytime I love to make a list. All right,
yeah.
So
I'm sure they can help.
Karmic, yes, I was on the stream with Pat, but I feel like, and I wasn't. What he had, I think I was blocked at that point already. Anyway,
no,
I was blocked by Karmic very early on, and I got blocked because I sent him a DM saying that I didn't think the lubricating so much during his streams was going to help him accomplish what he wanted to. And I was pretty much saying, hey, look, you're getting drunk and saying stupid stuff, and you're turning yourself into a little cow. But nice and kindly. Joey C was, I tried to help Joey C, right?
I remember.
I actually tried to help Joey C. I tried to, we were going to set up some New Year's goals and all that shit. And of course, it never came to fruition. And, Joey did the usual shit that Joey does. So I can't call that one a falling out necessarily. I mean, it wasn't like we weren't friendly before. And I think the term falling out, doesn't that mean we have to be like working together?
No. What I'm trying to get at is that you cause a falling out. So maybe there's a better word than falling out. And if you're going to interpret that you've got to be friends first. But you cause some drama with someone. And it does seem, I've thought it anyway, that there does seem to be a reoccurring pattern. And it works pretty good for you because you've been clipped quite a lot. You're a household name now in the Dabbleverse. I'm jealous, if anything. I wish I could fall out with as many people in such an entertaining manner as yourself.
I do remember I had done a stream one night where I kind of went after the trolls and whatever. And you were very negative about it. And I think it was probably Chow and Dan, but it's definitely Chow was one of the people, and you felt like that they should be ignored, that I was giving them what they wanted.
Yeah, that's me. I can't help but give bad advice that's not needed or wanted. That's one of my major vices, mate.
And no, it was fine because it made me think, and I disagreed, and that was fine. But look, I honestly, I mean, I would not say I had a falling out with Chow.
Sure.
I just thought.
Yeah, I didn't include Chow in that list. Chow's a knobhead.
Because it was just like, yes, he's a knobhead, and it was just like, this. I don't need this sad sack trying to ride my back. to get somewhere. The Dan, I was friends with Dan in the beginning. The falling out with Dan came over his trying to claim that Lady KB and another member of the Dabbleverse were fucking all the time in Las Vegas when they went away and trying to out.
Oh yeah, you fell out with Husey as well. Sorry,
I
that
fell
just
out.
reminded me.
Did
Sorry.
I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you fell out with Husey
We can
for
get
like a
there.
week, for about a week. Yeah,
We can get there. But so anyway, the Dan thing was Dan got pissed off because he was using somebody's real name, right, on my stream, like trying to spread this shit. And I privated the show after because I'm not comfortable with it. And I told him, so listen, I don't want to do this. And he's like, everybody knows. It was like, it's okay, but they don't know from here. So I don't care. And then that's when the real negative shit started going. And so that went south. Kiki and I still get along, shockingly enough. I got a lovely DM from her after my stream with her and Michaeline. So I don't necessarily think that was a falling out. Who else did I fall out with? You said Husey?
Yeah, we had me just for ego reasons. We've already done. I mentioned a few earlier on. I can't quite remember them now.
All right. Well, I'll do. Well, falling out with you is you're just a pain in the ass, and
that's true.
and
Your eye feel was really freaking me out right now. It's really. I just keep looking at it. Sorry.
I don't even think it's on actually.
Yeah.
No wait. You know what?
I hope it's on. Otherwise, you're possessed. Yeah. It's
No,
one.
I'm definitely all right. I'm gonna turn it off and see if it's
Stevie Lou.
I did not have a fallout with Stevie Lou. Stevie Lou had a fallout with me.
I think that's kind of the same thing, mate. To be fair.
No, it's not. I mean, Stevie Lou and I were fine, and then he lost his shit when I mentioned that Brennan didn't go to his brother's funeral. And that's when he let the world know that the brother had committed suicide, which we didn't. It wasn't generally known, and that he had made $50,000 from Kevin Brennan, which turned out to be $14,000.
A slight rounding error. Error on that one. But yeah.
Ava is probably the big one, right?
Ava as well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that falling out was the both of us at odds with each other, and I had.
That was the best Schmuel Buckman period ever, when you and Ava would just have your stupid streams together with the occasional third person. Panhandle as well. That was a good combination.
The Belle Epoque. But I had sent Ava a DM and said, hey, I think we should have a talk. And she wrote back, it's too late. And, that's it.
Women.
I'm not one to hold a grudge. Yeah, women. I'm not one to hold a grudge, but I don't. I mean, she's great for what she does, and she loves attention. She loves us. I just don't have a desire to do it. I did try. I was on, I think it might be Husey's show, where we tried to sort of resolve stuff, and she got into. She was. I feel like she was losing badly, so she got into the old you wear diapers and the old man and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, all right, so that went nowhere. And after that, it was like I liked Ava because I could have like intelligent arguments with her where we could kind of go back and forth, and it deteriorated into just insults. And so I didn't do it. Al and Liam, each and every one of these individual cases is someone else's fault. In no way add up to a pattern of behavior on Schmuel's part. Way to take responsibility. I'm not saying
Don't
I'm
make
not
me agree with
responsible.
Liam.
I'm just
Don't make me agree with Liam.
I'm just not. Liam, did I say anything negative about you before you?
Liam don't count. Liam
started
don't count.
Shit on me. All right. Somebody put in there, I'm frequently divorced, which is untrue, but that's. Let's go with. Oh, here it is. Frequently divorced. When this is how he talks about riffs with people. Right. First marriage was. I was in the
Her
Air
fault.
Force. I was 18. She left and her parents. It
Bitch.
was like they didn't want. She wasn't a bitch. It was a stupid move because I could get to live off base, and we would have more money if I was married, and so it was like my girlfriend from home. Stupid
It's a
move.
tax break.
And my second one, which I've said, talked about a bunch of times, but it's that had a lot to do with 9/11, and
That
I
was the
know,
terrorist fault. Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
think it sounds crazy, but it's like
Why did you let the terrorists win, Buckman? Why did you let them win? That's my question.
America let the terrorists win. But no, totally what happened with that one was it's just like after 9/11, everything changed. Like now, in the past, it
Marriages.
was a lot of going out, a lot of doing stuff. And I feel like she just became afraid. She was worried, like it bothered her, like she couldn't get it out of her head, right? And then on my part, I was getting angry because it's like you can't get this out of your head, and and there was a lot of like I viewed my job as being a provider, so I was like, well, I'm working 18 hours a day for you, and that's shitty husband behavior, and so. But we went to counseling and stuff like that, and then a few years later, that was 2004. So in 2000 and when did I get married? 2012. So like in 2011, I met Cookie, and we're 14 into this one, and we're not
Third time the
going
charm.
anywhere. Yeah, and the fallout with Husey, which I'm told that there is no fallout, although
No, for sure.
there
There
are
was definitely a
obvious.
fallout for a week, and you've not been on his show.
And I haven't been on his show yet, but
since.
he thinks of me exactly as he used to think of me. And my links, which never got unanswered, have been getting unanswered. But that was the thing with the rumor of I was spreading a rumor that he was fucking Lucy Tightbox in Vegas.
So can we clarify this real quick?
Sure.
So I might have misremembered this, so this will be helpful for you to outright just say, no, Echo, you're wrong. I think someone outright asked you about it, and you was like, no, I didn't create the rumor. And from that I took, no, I didn't make it up, but someone told me it and I spread it.
No.
So you didn't say to anyone. You didn't say to anyone.
The first time
Husey was doing this.
No, the first time I heard it, I have a reason, but I'll say this: the first time I heard it was when Husey said it to me, right? But it's also not something that I would have done because Lucy is one of those people that gets so much of that from because
sex?
All these guys are like, I fuck Husey. Fuck Husey. They do. A lot of guys do want to fuck Husey. But no, Lucy just gets a lot of shit from a lot of people about her attractiveness and whatnot. I just don't. I can't. I would. It's just not something I would do. Those are not the kind of rumors that I started, and I would look the fool if I started that rumor after.
So to clarify, you didn't start it and you didn't spread it either.
I didn't start it and spread it, and I told you. But the thing was, Husey came straight out and asked me, and I said, "No, I did not." Right, and then supposedly a proof of people that said I did. This came up later, but I said no, I did not. I thought it was a joke. Like I thought he was being funny. And it also, at the same time, it also felt very self-serving to me. Like, I want people to think I was fucking Lucy Tightbox. But so that was fine. I didn't care. But then he kept pushing it. Like he just wouldn't stop with it. And I'm like, I'm friendly with Lucy. We know each other. Like talk. Okay, I see her at stuff. I don't want this woman thinking I'm spreading rumors about her. So it's like, can we stop this bullshit? And uh, I, in any event, that was the that was that. And then he got mad at me because I got pissed at him for he kept running with it. And then of course he
Kept
was going to
running
get
his mouth.
the proof, and the proof was Rochi sitting there go, oh yeah, he said it to me. Okay, I mean, come on.
Who knew? Who knew Rochi could potentially wind someone up?
Right. And there was what do you call it? There was like it started with there were all these people that had heard me say it to nobody. So that went
Liars.
there. And
Trolls.
so I again reached out to Husey. Husey said to me, I think of you exactly the way I think of you before, which might have been an insult that I wasn't.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
And nothing has changed. And so, okay, that's fine. I haven't been invited back on your show yet, but
that's true. Can I ask you a quick question? And you've got to promise me you'll be honest. It's a double verse one, so
I'll do my
promise
best.
me you'll be honest. Okay. If before Quad and you decided to do a show together, if Husey went, you know what, we could do a show together, and then Quad came to you and said, we could do a show together, and you had to choose between the two, would you have chose Husey over Quadfather? If it was all equal, if it was just like that?
Probably Husey, like 100%, but
probably 100%, yeah.
But it would also depend upon what the show was going to be. Like I liked the idea of the arguing back and forth with Quadfather. I do, because look, I am a bit confrontational. So really? I do, like, I know it comes as a shock, but I would like to be. So that's the thing, is like I don't agree with a lot of the stuff Quad and I get along, but that's where the similarity ends, and it's like we have a lot of. We feel very strong about
each other,
certain issues, and it just seemed like a good. It seemed that seemed it was going to work. I don't think the Husey thing would have ever come up, but because I don't think I think Husey wants to do what Husey wants to do, and and why would he get a co-host? Right? He's making bank doing it the way he's doing it. And
he's got Lemmy.
I guess co-host. Lemmy is his co-host, right? Although he does play that off as a super chat reader. Tojo for $5. Penny and Husey lied on Buckman, and Echo took a solo flight. Better luck when you both get HIV. Thank you, Tojo, for the $5.
Fingers crossed.
And
I did not take a solo flight. You know that, Tommy. Stop trolling me, you bastard. Go
how
follow
was
Tommy's
that flight back?
Oh, fine. Yeah.
Like, you didn't. Did you wait until the end, and then when did you break the news that you didn't want to do the show anymore?
News. I was very reactive. It was like a couple of days after I got back, I think. But yeah, no, we got it. We got it, Tommy. Thank you. Thanks for the 2.
But thanks for the 2. 7 is better than 5.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's pretty much when I got back. And I must admit, that was very poor of me to do it in that manner. Because Rochi didn't have another platform at that point, to kind of do the show that he'd been doing every week on Joey C and what have you. So it was pretty selfish of me just to react that way. Just because I got my feelings hurt a little bit that he was a bit of a knobhead in Vegas. You know what I mean? So, oh well.
I will say, is he sending another $2? Or, yeah.
He just wants you to get HIV, all right? So thanks.
Get HIV. Asterisk. Um. Uh. I, he. I mean, yeah. Whatever. Anyway, he. But it's interesting. I get like, oh, he didn't have another outlet or whatever, but he did have.
Mm.
He could have done quad, right? He did. I think he might have gone back to that for a bit. I don't remember, but
Not really a great choice though, is it? You know, to go on BY. No offense, Berg and JMO and what have you. But he had kind of like executive control, kind of with the pint double pint stuff. He had like equal footing at the very least, you know.
I just feel like he was saying like, I don't want to stream. I don't want to be a guy. I don't want to be a streamer. So whatever. Look. We don't really need to go back there. I'm just wondering
let's be real. I love Rochi, but he is a massive hypocrite, and he will say himself. But he is a huge hypocrite. But oh well, like who isn't? Hey Haley, hey Mersh, hey Rochi, hey Eccles, all that nonsense. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I don't know. So the thing is, you and I pre-fought, like we geared up at Hackamania, before Hackamania. So whatever issues we had, I could credit to the beforehand. But yeah, the other thing, it's just interesting. It's also interesting to actually meet people that you have met on stream and like be with them for the first time and realize that what you thought you had commonality in, you probably didn't. But I hope you learn never get a room with another man.
Yeah, that was just me being Schmuel Buckman. I was being a bit stingy with my pennies. I'd already spent well over, well, I don't even know how much I spent in the end for that. But I was just like, I don't want to spend another $400. I was like, we ain't going to be in the room much anyway, which we weren't. But yeah, I don't know. It's shout out to Panhandler. He called it really early on afterwards. He went, well, what do you kind of expect? You've not met each other ever, and then you're traveling for 10 hours and then spending a long weekend together. And I was like, yeah, no, that's a good shout. That's a good point. Live and learn.
The client host Schmuel did an episode a few days ago, obviously high on pills. Hey man, if blood thinners and blood pressure medications can get you going, that would be me. Never. As we know, I don't drink and program and all that shit.
Congratulations.
I wouldn't get in my car. I would never I'm disciplined. I was one area in my life I was disciplined. I would never stream. I never did drive.
Never stream. That's good.
While drinking, but I would never do I know that if I took Xanax, Ambien, and a shot of Jameson, streaming would be the worst choice. And when you when you marry a woman who you realize recorded one of your drunken phone calls and you have to listen to it, that confirms that you should not even use the phone while you're, or texting ex-girlfriends, potential ex-girlfriends, things like that. So,
I've got no idea who you're mentioning there, but that's very good. Buckman, I'm going to leave you. I think we've done a classic Buckman stream of 1 hour. It's now nearly 2 hours 40. You've got to talk to the chat. You've got to give them a bit of love.
I'm
going to have you back and forth. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm I've had you. This is the first time I've had you in so long. I couldn't let you go.
No, I've had fun. And Buckman, I'll be honest, if depending on my new work schedule, if I go back to doing weekends, I will probably still cover you, but take it as a compliment, you fucking idiot. You're interesting. You know what isn't interesting? The shows I'm not covering. So yeah, there you go.
Good night, my friend. Thank you very much.
See
Appreciate it.
7 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday for the next 2 weeks. Check me out. Eccles Pineapple, YouTube, X, all that jazz. All right, thank you.
I will now have to watch one of them. Bye.
No, you're fine. Don't worry. Bye.
All right, guys, I got to wrap this shit up. Supposed to be here for an hour, and it is like 2 hours, and I don't even know if it is. Yeah, I guess it is 2 hours and 39 minutes. Eckel has been covering Schmuel's recent trips to Thailand. I got to tell you, if there's a place I'm going on Earth, I don't think it would be Thailand. Um, and the Thailand coverage has been excellent. AB. AB had the chat of the night. I can't fucking remember what it was, but there we go. Fat guy too. Wrap it up, sir. It is wrapped. This is where I spend a few minutes chit chatting with the people, um, just being a good guy. And Buckman got him final round last second. Thank you, Tojo. Um, what do Zumach, Harmonic, Merch, Dixon, Gino do for healthcare? I don't get it. I cannot answer the question for neither Zumach nor Karmic nor Dixon, but I can tell you in New York, if you are poor, you'll get better health care than the New York State program is like significantly better than what you can buy. But they have cracked down on it. So we not a story. What's up, Darth Nugs? And I hear you people did not appreciate my Ebonics voice stream from yesterday. Marvin, 1994, you're going down, Buckman. Dude, I've been going down since the day I was born. But thank you for that. All right. I guess we should wrap it up. Let me just take a quick look at something before we do. And we'll see what's going on. Over here, over there. Hey, by the way, question for the chat. I have not I have moderation turned off, and Dave Sarah is telling me that a bunch of you are chatting and the chats are being held and you need prior approval. Is anybody experiencing that? Because I don't know. I don't know. We know you were dishonorably discharged. Yeah, my DD 214 says it. And they didn't take back my medal. So, you people, you know who suffers. It's you people. That's Ross Perot for all you people. Yes, when I was your mod, I had to approve just about every other chat. I know that's a while ago. I corrected it, and I just, but I have said it. This has to be within the last like week, maybe, maybe, or let's going forward because it does say no moderation. So I don't know what the deal is. I do have certain words that are, kind of standard words that are excluded, but that's it. So if you're not putting the N word in there with the hard R, there shouldn't be anything. Final boss. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. And final boss, if you'd like to be added in back as a mod, you're welcome to. I thought we had discussed it and explained it, but I keep hearing you're coming back, that you're getting all pissed off at me and chatting shit. What are the words? Josh Denny. All right. Dave is lurking in the shadows, approving messages like some creep. Yeah, that's where I heard it from, but I can't figure it out. So I got to try to get Dave online tonight. Maybe we can figure it out. Good point. But do you make up ridiculously absurd stories like Ray? Who's You're not asking me that question, right? Or are you asking somebody else? Because I don't. I've just lived a long, I've lived a long time, and I've also been a guy that's like kind of a risk taker. So I tend to do stupid shit, and there we go. Uh, no, you idiot. I have no idea what's going. Oh, I'm talking to Nick. Well, you're shouting there, big fella. So let's slow it down. Um, which Nick are you talking to? Oh, OG Mumbly Nick, Mr. Z. I'm smart enough not to try my hand at comedy. It's not about being smart, trying your hand at comedy. It's just do it, It's like, I don't know, you give it a shot. That's like kind of the shit. Uh Schmuel Buckman, risk taker. I took you to dinner. That was a risk, right? Risk taker, lawbreaker. Um, what are your thoughts, Chelino? What are your thoughts on Jib being bullied? Uh, I, I, if I dug deep into my brain, I would probably know who Jib is. But I think the only thing I am aware of with him is he was at Joey C's and there was a gun thing. But other than that, I don't really remember anything. Siggy Jones, before he quit, he propped some of his ops with that hammer. Mad kudos. Um, I look, man. I got nothing but good things to say about Siggy and the time we spent together. And he was one of those people that helped me keep going here. And there we go. Prime rib rare. Actually, you paid for dinner. I paid for the tickets. So I don't want it to be said that I wouldn't say I took you to dinner. Um, I did have somebody who said, "Oh, let me take you to dinner." And when I got there and we ate, uh, they expected me to pay. The check came, and it sat on the table for a very long time. And then I was asked, "I can Venmo you half if you want." And that I just picked it up and paid. So I thought that was pretty funny. And it was a person who was a very weird. It was very weird. Uh, Mint didn't invite me to dinner. The next event, I think, is the 30th of August. If anybody's interested in seeing Adam Carolla down here uh, at the Jersey Shore. All right. Before I lose you guys, I need to do a very desperate man a big favor. So enjoy the redirect. Do me a favor. You can get off in 10 seconds, but I would really think it would be very cool if you just went, Schmuel sent me. That would be very cool. Event diggity. We went to see Jim Norton at Comedy Club in Point Pleasant. So it was our event. It was Schmuel Fest 2026 with 4 people, meaning me and Mint and our ladies. Love you guys.